You are a useless, pathetic excuse of a fucking manager. Mike, we have fucking lost the derby. Again! Sunderland had the fucking double over us. Eddie Howe, the usual fucking tactics, as always. Every time we go in at half time, you fuck it up in the second half. You go in, you go have your fucking little half time talk multiple times this fucking season. We've come out and thrown the fucking game away. You take Voltemada off, who has had a decent first half. He got an assist. You're playing him out of fucking position, but he was trying. He was doing pretty decent. You take him off. You bring on absolute shit in fucking Jacob Murphy. Harvey Barnes was absolutely shit. You keep him on. Anthony Gordon, all right, he got the fucking goal, but after that, he was shit. He was constantly ball hogging. He would not pass. He's always constantly going for glory and skying it over the bar. If it was fucking rugby, he'd have plenty of fucking points. Same shit, different season. Eddie has to go. He has to go. Enough is enough. Eddie Howe, fuck off out of this club. Jamie Rubin, you are part owner of the fucking club. You should have some say. Get on the phone to Piff. Say, it needs to be done. Sack him right fucking now. He's giving me a cough. Gecko Man, welcome in. Hope you're well. Trevor, welcome in. Hope you're well. I've been Howe out since we lost away at Luton. How is this PE teacher still here? And fans kiss the ground. He walks on. Exactly. Dom, welcome in. Hope you are well. I've been Eddie Howe out since the derby. The first loss at the Stadium of Shite. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. But, you know, let's get everyone else in. When I can find them. Here we go. Chippers. Go for it. Go for it. Fucking go for it.
I've got any words for that, Chase. I've really got no words for it. I've been saying the exact same thing for months on end, and you know, people seem to happy clap away and believing that Eddie's the right man when he clearly isn't. Same old Chase. How many times this season have we been winning games in the second half of fucking folded? Mirror second half that happened today. Second half happened in Barcelona. You can name it so many times this season that's happened. It's pathetic. It really is. You've got professional footballers coming out of second half and literally doing nothing. It took us 70 minutes or maybe longer to get out with half in the second half. Just sitting back on it. You could see straight away what was happening. We sat back on it as soon as we came out. We even kicked off and we gave them the ball back straight away. It's absolutely shit shambles. And you know, Eddie will come out and say, oh, but we played all right for 45 minutes. Eddie, it's a 90-minute match. He said it the other night, played well for the first half. The other week, he said played well for half an hour. Is he clearly not saying the same game as everybody else, that the game lasts 90-plus minutes, not just spells of a game? You could see that second half happening from a mile off, and as soon as they equalised, there was only going to be one winner, and it wasn't going to be us. You knew it was coming. It's just the fact is it took the 90th minute for them to do it. You know, I mean, yeah, I think we probably should have asked a goal penalty. The Chow goal, I mean, come on, if that's offside, it's, I mean, and the laws and all that are, but it's not really, but we didn't deserve to win the game. It's You know, you had players all week saying, "Oh, this is the game we want to win," and all that, and they just didn't turn up. Yeah, again, just didn't turn up. And you know, when the manager breaks 3 subs on, 3 subs off, like for like, doesn't have any invention, doesn't have any thought about changing it tactically. Takes off, plays a striker and centre midfielder, keeps Dan Burn on where he again was trash, keeps bloody Trippier on for 70 minutes when again he was awful. It's just ridiculous. I mean, we'll get what we deserve because Eddie's not good enough. I've been saying for months he's not the right man to take forward. Do you know what? Just again, it's proving me facts right. You can't say to me that a man who spent £250 million last summer is getting the best out of these players because he's clearly not, or he's getting the best out of them and he can't get any more out of them. It's just not good enough. 6 home defeats this season, shambles. Bear in mind the last two before this season we'd only on average lost 2 games at home, so we've lost 4 more games at home this season than we should have. Just not good enough, and we're conceding goals like they go out of fashion. Players unmarked in the 6-yard box from a corner and in the last minute of the game. It's just embarrassing, man. And listen, you know, the summer's going to be big for us because I think there will be a few players going. But you know what? I'm not going to cry river if the likes of the mental go because he's been dog what the last 2. He just looks like he doesn't want to be here, so get rid of him. If he doesn't want to be here, go. You know, Anthony Gordon did well first half, second half, decided, you know, there was nobody else on the pitch other than him. Maybe it was that because he got put on the left wing. I don't know, because he was sulking. I don't know. Harvey Barnes, non-existent, but yet stayed on the pitch for far too long. If anything, it should have been him, not Voltamada. I would put Voltamada up front then, put Gordon on the wing then, because you brought Jacob Murphy on to put balls in the box, and of course you haven't got any height in the box there. Bringing Jacob Murphy on forward. Brings Visser on for 2 minutes. What's it doing 2 minutes? Is that just sort of like joke to try and throw him under a bus or something? As much as he's done nothing for her, that's what it seems like to me. Again, I feel for Ramsdale. I know he should do better for their first goal, but again, he's been let down by the people in front of him, people who can't defend. I feel for Ramsey as well because he's probably one decent player on the pitch today, midfield. The rest of them, Joe Linton, did right first off, second off, he lost the ball so many times, it was ridiculous. I just kind of, like I've said for months now, Eddie's took us as far as he can. It's time for a change, and people need to wake up and smell the coffee and realise that.
22 points now lost from winning positions.
And what we're now, 42 points, so we would be on 64 points. So is that top 4? That's top 4, isn't it? If we'd have won them games.
64 points would put us second in the league.
Second in the league. What does that tell you? All because we can't keep leads. Now that tells you a better manager would have us probably second in the league.
Second in the fucking league. Do you think the second goal of ours should have stood? I think it was Murphy was the one that was being played offside, or it was they did say Murphy was to blame for that second goal. Yes, Trips was fucking horrible. Why is Trips constantly taking set pieces when he hasn't scored a free kick in over 3 years, and that was the 3-3 draw against Manchester City? All right, so Andrew. Okay, another account.
How many?
Piff don't act. We will do a Spurs next season. Well,
probably will.
Piff's not going to act at the minute, but again, like I said in the group, the Rubens are joint owners. Why aren't the Rubens getting a word in? When was the last time they were there? Let's go to our stats. We had 60% possession to their 40%. They had 17 shots, 7 on target, 3 big chances. We only had 4 on target with 1 big chance.
And that was the goal, was it?
That was the goal. Ian, welcome in. Relegation next season if Howe is still here. I missed the EastEnders omnibus for that shite. For me, the season's done.
Our turn up.
Well, yeah, there's no point turning up at all. West Ham, Aston Villa taking the lead against West Ham. Tottenham Forest still 0-0.
No, that's okay. I've gone now. Where's Tony? I thought he was coming on.
Oh, he's just popped to the shop.
Was he?
He should be back in a bit. Home team stats, that's poor. I mean, you look at those our stats, it seems like we dominated, but we done sod all.
I'd just look at this yet again. Panics. He panicked at 1-1. 3 changes. You could see on his face he didn't know what he was doing. He just thought like for like, and it just doesn't work. You know, I just didn't get it. I just don't get him. He has excuses because we've just lost arguably our biggest game between now and the end of the season. The rest of the games, you know, I'm not going to be bothered because we've lost this game. If I'd won this game, we've still something to fight for. We've got now to fight for now because we won't even get Europa League or Conference. So what's the point? We may as well not bother turning around.
And he said right at the start of the just before it kicked off, he said, I've slightly reshuffled the side. I'm happy with the team that I've picked, and it's a very physical side that should go out and do the job.
The same team as he played midweek. There's no
none at all. Eddie Howe on fan reaction and his future. I understand the reaction at the end of the game. I'm fully committed to the job. I'm disappointed in myself and my delivery over the last week. Oh, piss off. Same excuse.
Last week. What about the whole season? It's not just the last week we've been rubbish. It's the whole season we've been rubbish. We've been rubbish since a year ago and won the cup with down tools ever since. And that says to me that was his ceiling. He's reached it. Now we need something different.
Eddie Howe's reaction on the boos at a full time. My first reaction is to front it up and absorb it.
Absorb it. He's got 3 weeks till the next game. He's lucky we haven't got a game midweek.
He doesn't deserve those fucking 3 weeks.
If PAFK, they've got to do something these next 3 weeks. And I shall get somebody in for the rest of the season just for a bounce. It would just.
I mean, like everyone says, Michael Carrick's gone into Man United and completely changed them around just for that managerial bounce.
Mm-hmm. A fresh face. We're steel, man. We're absolutely steel as out at the minute. We've got nothing. It's just same old, same old. You cannot say we're not.
Even Shearer's come out and said, a pathetic, weak, lazy, limp second half from Newcastle United again.
Again, it's happened pretty much all season, the second half all season. But yet again, Eddie Howe will get away with it because these people seem to think, the sun shines out his backside and not realising the fact that, it's a results business. He's not getting with the results.
They've got the double over us once again. Fucking
it's easy for them.
Fine, yeah. He goes out and says, "Oh, okay, Barcelona, the biggest game of the season. Yeah, get totally fucking embarrassed by them." And then this is what should be the biggest game of the fucking season. And we just threw it away at halftime again. As always, that halftime talk. What does he say in that halftime?
Even I've been 4 minutes half out. Like, I just, didn't. For all the crap he was.
I think he made about 1 or 2 decent saves, and that was it. He wasn't tested. He looked nervy as fuck, but we wasn't testing him.
It's just, you get
legit, just give it to Graham Jones till the end of the season. Nothing to play for anyway. Give both Howes and Tindle their marching orders.
Can't give it to who knows what 6.
For us, journalists and pundits are saying keep Slot for another season. No, Slot can fuck off at the end of the season. When plenty of Liverpool
because or
fifth, yeah.
Fifth by
we dropped down to the bottom half of the table once again.
We won fish.
Sunderland go ahead of us by a point. We have Palace next. Sunderland have Spurs next. So Sunderland's going to win their next game, no doubt.
So, why? Clear as well. I'm speaking.
Voice is coming through. May have to refresh, Trev. I can.
Yeah, you got me. Well, to me.
Chris Rigg was a man of the match, apparently. Chris Rigg was a man of the match, apparently. 8.1.
What's it, Tolby? So he was one.
Talby was second. Anthony Gordon was third. Worst player on the pitch was Luke O'Neill with a 5.3 and Harvey Barnes with a 6.1. Julie, welcome in. Well, that was dog shit, wasn't it? How out? Definitely. He needs to go. The sooner he's out, the better. Needs to be gone today, tonight, right now. Needs to be in that boardroom with I don't know, the old giant yellow pages being thrown at his head. One yellow card to us to 6 for them. One offside to us to 0 to them. 398 passes to their 257. We had 188 passes in our own half to their 82. 13 tackles to their 17. As the expression would say, out to now blood. I knew it was going to fucking happen though. As soon as we started that second half, Sunderland were immediately on the attack. That equaliser was just coming no matter what. What about Anthony Taylor? Ref cam clearly showed he was standing right in front of Botman when he got booted to the head. Nothing done.
Yellow. You didn't get.
So now we're going to have another defender out for concussion protocol. Oh no, yeah, it'll be fine. Same old excuses every single time. Eddie Howe and Sunderland defeat. This is very, very painful, but it was most painful for our supporters, and it's them I think about now. Bullshit. There is no excuse when you have not performed and have not delivered. We have not done our jobs well enough. I understand the reaction at the end of the game. My first thought as a leader is to front up and absorb it. You can use whatever word you want. I won't challenge it. The only thing we can do now is come back stronger from it. Our technical delivery was off today. We missed 3 midfielders who would have given us control. It's the excuses. It left us unbalanced. The game became transitional and we made it too much like they wanted it. We lost control in the second half. They were 2 poor goals to concede, but that's not a one-off for us. We have defended poorly since the turn of the year.
Why let teams control? These sets happening, which is fine. Any of the you could change it today, try and give a 4-4-1, 1-4. You still exist with 4-3. So easily, man. Barcelona did it. So today, teams are going through that midfield like a knife through butter, and it's pathetic to watch. How many times that second half they had us run in our midfield, and our midfield was nowhere. 3-0 is not working. I don't get why he keeps saying he comes out with this shite and does nothing about it. We haven't defended since the turn of the year. We're now in March, 3 months nearly. So that's turn of the year, and he hasn't done anything. none of why he signed nobody in January because the money PSR. Who's right? Who's right? One of them was wrong. One was wrong why we didn't sign players. So at the end of the day, if you're accountable or anything, you're screwing yourself over. You've got that shovel and you're digging your own grave now. You speak of earlier now.
Go on, Tony, vote it all out.
Well, I mean, look, we had the perfect start. 10 minutes in, they make an absolute mess from a goal kick, and okay, we capitalised on that. We punished it. We scored. We went 1-0 up. We had chances to go 2, maybe 3 up, and the problem was in that first half we weren't clinical enough. And okay, Botman hit the post, which was very unlucky. Let's be honest. I mean, that was a hell of a header. Probably too good to be fair. And you kind of knew we went in 1-0 at half time. The message would have been sit back, and try and hit them on the counter. Sunderland get a goal back. Ramsdale makes an absolute mess from the corner. I'm sorry, but he does. He flaps at the corner. And yeah, okay, it does rebound off him, but you know, Talrio's there, pokes it home, and from there, Sunderland looked like the more likely team to go on and win this game. If I'm honest, yes, okay, we had chances, we scored. Charles scored, but he thought he'd scored, but it was offside. Murphy was offside, and quite rightly so. He was offside, and then the triple panic subs happened on 60 minutes, as we all predict. We all know it's going to happen. You know, and don't have to be a fucking medium to guess that one, because, you know, everybody knows that's going to happen on 60 minutes. We're all fucking mediums if that's the case. You know, we can see the future. And Robbie, who had terrorised us all game for Sunderland up front, you know, he was a menace all game against us, against that back four. And it was only a matter of time before he put the ball in the back of the net. And he did. Ramsdale had no chance with the follow-up. And then we have 7 minutes of injury time, which I quoted, I thought was about 7 minutes anyway. And couldn't get the equaliser. Broke Wisser on, I thought, maybe far too late. Wisser did nothing for me when he came on anyway. Willock, for me, did nothing either. He's another one that can be fucked off out the club at the end of the season, along with Trippier, along with Shea. And I'm sorry, I know Burns still got a bit of a contract. Sell him in the summer as well and get rid. Start bringing the age of this team down. Livramento came on. Didn't really have much impact, did he, to be fair. I thought Hall, again, was superb. And I just fear if we don't have Europe next season, we could lose Lewis Hall. Because if he goes to the World Cup and has an excellent World Cup for England, it's not going to be just teams in England that are looking at him. It's going to be teams abroad. And keeping a hold of Lewis Hall in the summer is going to be absolutely massive. For me, again, Eddie Howe's got it totally wrong. I thought he said the 2 games against Barcelona were the big games of the season. Yes, okay, we played well at St. James's Park against them. But away from home, we were shambolic against them, losing 7-2, and rightly so. You know, Trippier made 2 errors in that first half. Proves at 35 years of age, he's totally lost it. His legs are gone. And it's time for Trippier to be gone in the summer. No new contract. Get him gone, I'm afraid. And, you know, it was just a shit show that night. And then this was next biggest game of the season. And a game that we should have won. And again, we couldn't even beat these. They've done the double over us. The double over us this season. It's shambolic. It's absolutely shambolic. And that keeper for Sunderland was the most dodgiest keeper I've seen in a long time. And I thought I'd seen a dodgy keeper yesterday. But I'll tell you what, he give that Romford keeper a run for his money. I tell you now. I mean, I was screaming at the TV, take shots from outside the box, just have pot shots at him, because he didn't look in control at all. And when a shot did come to him, when he parried it, it was just sort of like in panic he parried it, you know. It wasn't like he made a cracking save. And he didn't make a great save towards the end of the game. That's the funny thing about it. But I just think had we tested him more, we may have well have got a second goal out of that. But we didn't do it. And look, what I am going to say is Eddie Howe has done well. He's been at the club 4.5 years. Kept the club in the Premier League, probably against all odds, which is what he had to do. The next, by the way, Forest have just took the lead. It's 1-0 Forest.
Yeah, I've just seen you.
Igor Jesus, I think, or whatever you call him is. Anyway.
Oh.
So he got his Champions League the second year. Then in that Champions League, we could have even had Europa League. But again, Eddie's tactical nous came to the fore again. Didn't have a clue, and we lost against AC Milan in that crucial game where we should have at least took a point and got into the Europa League. Then we didn't get Europe because obviously Man United won the FA Cup. And then we got back in the Champions League again. We've had a good campaign in the Champions League. We should have been in that top 8 in all honesty. We shouldn't have let our guard down against Leverkusen. We should have beat them in all honesty away from home. We had the chance to beat them. And we then get absolute, as I say, you know, he's got us into that. He's won us the Carabao Cup last year, which is absolutely fantastic to win us our first trophy in such a long time. But I think a manager comes to the end of his shelf life. And you look at Eddie Howe and he looks totally and utterly lost. Now, if these owners are serious, and I still call Hopkinson a clown because I'm not sure about him at the moment. He comes out on TalkSport shouting that in 2030 we're going to be competing for the Premier League. I don't know what planet that man's on or what he's been smoking, but whatever it is, he needs to lay off it. Because if he thinks under Eddie Howe we're going to be anywhere near winning a Premier League title in 2030, he's an absolute idiot to think that. Because Eddie Howe is never going to win us a Premier League title. Never. He hasn't got the tactical ability to get us to a Premier League title. And I know a lot of Arsenal fans call Arteta for what he's doing. But this season, they are proving why they're top of the league. And the thing is, a decent manager will change things in the game, but change formations in the game. As I've said before, you go back to when Leeds played Liverpool in December. Leeds were 4-3 down against Liverpool. 3-3 down, 3-2 down to Liverpool, I should say, sorry. And Daniel Farke made a tactical change in the game. They went and got the equaliser. But Leeds didn't sit back thinking, oh, we'll settle for the point. They went forward and they almost won it in injury time through a tactical switch. We don't see that from Eddie Howe. We don't see these tactical switches in the game. Or if he does, he wants to go to a back five to try and defend. That's not good enough. Now, if PFF are really serious about us being number one, well, they best get their act together. And what they need to do, there's a VAR check here for a penalty.
What I was by the way, to on the ball.
But it's no penalty. So, as I say, you look at what he's done for us, Eddie Howe. He's done fantastic. But I'm afraid he's at the end of his shelf life. And this is where PIF now need to act. If they want to be number one, you've got to evolve. And you've got to let managers go and bring new managers in. Now, if they don't sack Eddie Howe, then I'm going to question what are PIF actually doing at the club? What is their aim? Are they another Mike Ashley Mark II? And people may blast me for that. But the reason I'm saying that is, are PIF only in it for the profit? Are they actually in it for winning stuff? because I was under the impression the Saudis were supposed to be ruthless, successful business people. Well, we're not seeing that, are we? All we're seeing is every time we get beat, they keep standing back and saying, oh, Eddie Howe's fine, he's fine, he's fine. If they look at the stats when Eddie Howe was Bournemouth manager, look how much Bournemouth regressed. Start off the Premier League really well and went gradually from 9th to relegation under Eddie Howe. I'm not saying for 1 minute we're getting relegated, but what I am saying is we have now got an international break. This is a time now to change the manager. Whether you give it to Graham Jones till the end of the season and say, there you go, get us into Europe, Graham. So in the summer, it makes it easier when we get a new manager. Or, and I know this might divide a lot of opinion what I'm going to say here as well, but or you go to Benfica and you say, we want to speak to Mourinho now and get Mourinho in. And I'll tell you what the pluses are with Mourinho before people go, oh, hang on, he's passed it, he's finished. Right. Mourinho loves Newcastle United because of one man, that legend, Sir Bobby Robson. Because if it wasn't for Sir Bobby Robson, Mourinho wouldn't be where he is today. And he's always said that. And I respect Mourinho for saying that. Mourinho would come in and do a job for us. And I tell you now, he would win us stuff because the man's a winner. And I could see Mourinho coming in maybe for a couple of seasons if he wins us stuff, and then him moving upstairs as a sporting director and a younger fella coming in and taking over the reins and taking us further. That's what I would say. Or if we don't get Mourinho, at the end of the season, you either go for Nagelsmann or you go for Fabregas from Como, because Fabregas has done a superb job at Como. Yes, we know he's got shares in Como, but that doesn't matter. You know, he's done a fantastic job. Liverpool fans are wanting rid of Arne Slot. The media keeps saying Arne Slot's under pressure. Now, he won a league title for them last season, probably on the team that Klopp built. That's probably why he won. That's probably why he won the Premier League title. But that doesn't matter. They've been awful this season, Liverpool. Now, they want him out. They want a new manager. And probably Xavi Alonso is probably going to be that new manager for them at the end of the season. But why is it so many of our fan base don't want Eddie Howe gone? Why? Do you not want... If you want mediocrity, stick with Eddie Howe. If you want to win more trophies, be successful, then we have to change manager. You know? Gone are the days now of the Fergusons and the Wengers who can stay for 20-odd years. Them days are gone now. You know? Those days are finished.
The thing is,
to evolve, you've got to change manager, and that's what we need to do. And I think if a manager comes in with a fresh approach from now to the end of the season, then who knows? We're not that far away from a European place, but we just need somebody with a fresh idea. Because do you not think the players are bored of this, the same tactics? Because all it seems to be is Eddie Howe wants to buy players who are athletes. Didn't want Ryan Cherky because he said he had an attitude problem. He's gone to City. He's absolutely smashing it. And yet, you know, do you see Guardiola coming out and saying he's got attitude problems? No, not at all. So, but I've always said this, and another thing I've always said about Eddie Howe as well is, yes, okay, we have brought players in from abroad, but they were brought in by Ashworth. When Eddie Howe was given the transfer funds, who did he bring in? I mean, I don't think he brought Voltemada in, did he? Or, you know, he wanted Visser. He wanted Elanga. Because he wants players who are athletes, who can run. But it's not all about running all the time. It's about being tactical as well. And I just don't see where we're tactical enough. And I just think it's time for change now. And PIF need to either man up and do something about it. But if they've got no interest and they're only interested in profit, then I'll tell you what, PIF, sell the club, piss off and get somebody in who can take us further. Sorry for that rant, guys.
I think it's quite bad. I think it's quite clear that Eddie Howe didn't want Voltemada, and I think you then said, well, you know what, you want Visser, but he's not good. What you have to think going into the season with one strike as enough. I think they've intervened then signed him, and then I think Eddie's playing on midfield now to say, well, I didn't want him. That's why I'm playing midfield, because he's not my player. I didn't want him. You wanted him, not me, which is petty because we all know the ability that Walter Marder's got. I also think that why is Slot under pressure and why is Eddie Howe not under pressure, given he won a cup last season? I don't get how one manager is under pressure for winning the league and then not win the league the next season when we've won a trophy last season and it doesn't seem like he's under no pressure. It seems like, he's getting a free ride. And I will say the word happy clappers, because that's what these people are. They keep saying, oh, but Eddie's done this for, Eddie's done that for. But you don't never ever look back in football. You look forward. You never look back what we did a year ago. You want to win more, so you've got to look forward. It's these are the people that piss me off really bad. And it's these people that keep saying, oh, but Eddie's a nice bloke. Yes, but it's football's a cutthroat business. If you're not getting the results on the pitch, if your players aren't performing, that's on you. And the players aren't doing either of that. All right, we beat Chelsea 1-0. Everyone's beating Chelsea at the minute. We beat Man U with a lucky one late goal. When they couldn't break down. And Managerial obviously different because Asula scored, but never mind.
Yeah, Super Will Asula.
Listen, it's to lose a derby game like that, man. It's just the manner is embarrassing. And PIF, I'm sorry, but I've said for months now they need to come out and say something or do something, because they've not said anything about the training ground, the new stadium, or expanding St James's. They've not said anything about sponsorships. They've not said anything about this or that. And then all of a sudden, when the transfer window's closed, you have Hopkins come out saying, oh, in 4 years' time, I want to be the number one. And there was money there available in January, just we didn't have the right deals. And then Eddie Howe say, well, we've signed nobody for PSR and FFP reasons. So, like I said before, who's right or wrong? I don't know.
I mean, this is what Eddie Howe had to say. Our technical delivery was off today. We missed midfielders who would given us control. It left us unbalanced. The game became transitional and we made it too much like they wanted it. We lost control in the second half. There were 2 poor goals to concede, and that's a one-off for us. We have defended poorly since the turn of the year.
What do you make of his reaction to the boos, saying, my first reaction is to front it up and absorb it?
This is where PIF need to grow a pair of balls and act. Grow a pair, for fuck's sake, and act. Be ownership. Stand up and say, no, we're not putting up with this. And now the Mackham fans will be going around fucking loving this, because they'll be saying, that's another double they've done over us in the Premier League. And they had players missing today, key players missing today, and yet they still beat us. Probably that player of the season who's been their goalkeeper was out today. Do you know what I mean? It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And I'll say it again. We were chasing Trafford at the start of the season in the transfer window. Sunderland went under the radar, went and got Robin Root, who I know is a very good goalkeeper, because I watched him in the under-21 tournament last season when England won it, and he was very good for Holland. And they got him for about 6 million quid. And yet we're chasing 27 million quid for Trafford. Why? Why didn't we go and get him? The last keeper we bought from Holland for about £100,000 was Tim Krul, and what he turned out to be was fantastic.
When we signed Crow, yeah, pretty decent keeper. He tends to be at many of the games as well. And we saw over the wall Taylor there. Could have done with him taking a free kick.
Honestly, I've never seen a team to.
Somebody's wrote on here, like in the comments, to Craig Hope, saying, I've never hated a manager as much as Eddie Howe. And somebody else said, time to go, Eddie, and take that bell end mate Tindle as well.
That's what gets me with Tindle, though. Every time, every game, you see the ref having to go over and have words with him because he's always trying to big up and start an argument somewhere, which constantly keeps getting him booked.
And this guy has basically said what I just said before. We don't have much technical players because he'd rather have pace merchants who can run fast.
I've never seen a team as well take worse free kicks and corners than us for the players we've got. They're just shocking. How many free kicks and corners do we have a day to do something in decent areas and we did nothing with them? And yet you've got Dan Burn up, Botman up, you've got 2 6 foot, you've got Joe Linton in there, you've got Voltamada in there for when he was on. Just nothing. And then Trippier had most of his went out of play or the straight in the keeper's hands. Just shite. And then for some reason Gordon starts taking them when Trippier comes off. Well, why didn't Gordon take them in the first place? Why not mix them up then? I just don't know. I think the players have ripped this season off as well, judging by that performance. I think they've just down tools completely after Wednesday night.
Well, I can't understand why Gordon took that corner when he's supposed to be the fucking striker.
Yeah, it's like when Harry Kane took them for England. Remember that?
Yeah. Southgate.
So, I mean,
9 corners we had. We had 9 corners and 19 free kicks.
Yeah. That like there was loads of them that much close to the edge of the box and just outside the area, and you just think one decent ball puts them under. And I think Trippier only did one decent corner out of everything, and that was it.
I mean,
we scored from a corner in the second half, but you know,
when Eddie Howe first took over at the club, and I know some people who are Bournemouth fans, and one of them messaged me and he said, I'll tell you what it is. He says, Eddie Howe's a very good manager. He says, but when he reaches a ceiling, he can't go any further. And he says, and that's what happened to him at Bournemouth. He reached the ceiling and he couldn't go any further. And that is why he left the club, because they went down and he got sacked. And they said, even if they hadn't have gone down, they only gone down because of that goal from Villa that didn't exist against Sheffield United. If they hadn't have gone down, he would have gone anyway. He would have been sacked, even if they'd stayed up, because he was at a certain ceiling where he couldn't go any further. And I look at that and I think, do you know what? That fan's absolutely right, because we're seeing it now at Newcastle. He's reached the ceiling. He can't go any further. And, you know, the thing is, all PIF got to do is speak to him, and just say, look, sorry, Eddie, you've done fantastic for us. Thank you very much. But unfortunately, we need somebody to take the club further forward, and you're not the man. And that's what they need to do. They need to be honest with him. Because surely you can't tell me they're sitting back in the Saudi Arabia and watching this and saying they're happy with that. Can't be happy with that. If you're the owner of a football club and you're seeing the club not beat your local rivals and get done over on the double from them, getting your ass fucked off Barcelona like the way we did on Wednesday night, it's embarrassing. Barcelona could have quite easily scored 10 goals that night, and they wouldn't have looked out of place, because that's how much they were dominant over us, because we were absolutely awful. First off, we matched them. Trippier was the liability, giving 2 goals away. And then he gets dragged off at half time.
The thing as well, he stood by Burn and Trippier today by playing them instead of saying to them, listen, you just had a poor game, you just should be playing. Stuck them back in. Dan Burn gets nutmegged for their second goal. Yeah. Burn gets nutmegged for their second goal. Bloody nutmegged for 2 yards out by a footballer.
Callum Wilson's come on for Villa. For West Ham. Villa. But the thing is, Spurs are making a panic double substitution to start the second half. So Judas following Eddie Howe's lead. Yeah, let's have a panic. But no, I mean, look, the thing is, he's playing Voltamada as a midfielder, and he's not a midfielder. Nagelsmann has had a pop at Eddie Howe this week. And I see some of the happy clappers were having a pop at Nagelsmann, saying you're a shit manager, you haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Piss off, leave Eddie alone. And I'm like, Are you for real? Nagelsmann's a much better fucking manager than Eddie Howe is. I'm sorry. He is. And the thing is, as well, instead of starting Valdemar in the midfield, why didn't he put Willock there? I know Willock was awful when he came on, but we don't know what he would have been like from the start. But at least when you've got proper midfielders there, you play a proper midfield. You don't just start putting the striker in the midfield because that's, as I say, you're putting square pegs in round holes.
But it looks like Eddie's a square pegs and round holes manager by the looks of it.
Well, yeah, you can definitely say that. He's done what he can. He needs to move on. There's no, we're regressing more than we are progressing. Like, since the takeover, we've had over 700 million spent on this team, and we're sitting in the bottom half of the table.
Thing is, well, regressing quick. It's not a slow regression; it's a quick regression.
I think I'll jump in my swimming pool afterwards.
I'll join you. Oh God!
And yeah, like I said, even Shearer's come out and shown his frustration about the match.
You go back to Man United, right? Now they were below us when I think they were below us when they sacked Amarin and brought in Carrick. Now look where they are, third. But what do? We fuck about. Oh no. Eddie's fine. We're backing Eddie. Well, you know, and not only that, we've had two sporting directors have gone under Eddie Howe. Didn't like Mitchell. He didn't like Mitchell from the start. And a lot of fans were having to go about Mitchell. But you know what? I look at this and I think, well, actually, when you look back at what Mitchell's actually said, he's probably absolutely spot on, saying the transfer policy was never fit for purpose. Because every player that Mitchell wanted to bring in, Eddie Howe said no to him. And we always remember, it's Guy or nothing. And Mitchell ended up leaving. And fans were having to pop at Mitchell saying, oh, it's all his fault. He's trying to unsettle Eddie Howe. No, he wasn't. He was trying to be honest. And he was trying to bring the best players in for us. He wanted used to come in from Monaco over Elanga. And Eddie Howe said, no, Langa's a better player. But Akliusha's a hell of a winger. You go back to when the fat cockney bastard owned the club and we had Graham Carr. Look at all the French imports we were bringing in. Some of them were great, some of them weren't so great. Like Bangwa, he wasn't that great as a centre half. But you look at Moussa Sissoko, £2.7 million from Montpellier. What a player he was sold him to Spurs for 30 million. You know, we're making massive profits on players. Unfortunately, under the wrong owner at the time. But we brought some talent in from France. Habib Bey come over from France. He wasn't a bad right back. Debussy was a good right back. You know? But Eddie Howe just wants to shop in the Premier League, and that annoys the hell out of me as well, because one, the Premier League's expensive, and two, is this where it's shown Eddie Howe's coaching capabilities? Because if he only wants Premier League ready players, does that mean his ability to coach and players from abroad is limited because he doesn't know what to do with them? Because they're probably too technical for him. This is a guy who, when he left Bournemouth, was supposed to have done all this research, stood with like Simeone, Klopp, Sarri, and said he learned a lot. Well, what have you learned? Because we ain't seen it in Newcastle United. And he was not going to England now because obviously Tuchel signed that new deal. For me, Eddie Howe is a mid-table Premier League manager. That is what Eddie Howe is. He's not a Premier League winning manager. He'll never be up there with Arteta. Because Arteta will go on and win Arsenal that league this season.
The thing as well, right?
And at least Arteta brings youth on. Against us in the pre-season, that 15-year-old Max Dowman came on against us and absolutely ripped Burn apart. And look what he done the other week against Everton last week. Brought Arsenal level with an assist. and then scored the winner, scored the second goal. Put Arsenal ahead with the assist, I should say. And then obviously scored the second goal, you know. And that's a kid who's 16 years of age. But we won't give youth a go because Eddie Howe doesn't believe in giving them a go. He doesn't think Shah's ready for a start. Well, how do you know these players aren't any good if you don't start them? Liverpool, when Alexander-Arnold was out, brought Conor Bradley in. Never played a Premier League game. You know, Alexander-Arnold's gone. Conor Bradley's took over, but he's now injured as well. And Liverpool fans are gutted he's out injured because he's a hell of a player. You know, Nico O'Reilly, never ever been a left back in his life. Guardiola puts him at left back, and he's had a cracking season for Man City at left back. You know, but we won't give our youth a chance. And no wonder young players do not want to join Newcastle United, and I can't blame them. Can't blame them one bit. Because why would you want to come to Newcastle as a young player if you're never ever going to get any opportunities? Am I right or am I wrong?
I've even said that in my preview that the amount of youth talent that we have and not getting a single chance. You got Sanusi that was doing really well last season. You got Hearns. You got Neve. You got Murphy. You got Shaha. You got so many youth players out there that in our squad. Even Cordero that should have just stayed in the team instead of going out on loan. You got Seung-Soo Park. We've got so many youth players that can actually do a job for us, yet we're never giving them a chance. We name them on the bench, that's all they're going to get. They're just going to get a pitch side seat because they're not going to get a single bit of game time.
What I'll say as well is, going back to what Shearer said, it's all being well these pundits saying anything, but yeah, they're still behind the manager. Now, you do realise what you're having to go at is the problem. It's you need to realise that you're having to go at Eddie for the performance. Now, Shearer has done this quite a lot this season, and yet still, for some reason, none of these people who are saying that we're shambles, poor performances. Listen, the manager's not getting them up for it, so how many more times do you want to say that? Do you want to back Eddie? I just don't get it.
4-0 up at Leicester last season. Neve stayed on the bench. Leicester brought on a 15-year-old in the same game.
Yes, I remember that, yes.
I both remember that. We went 3-0 up after 10 minutes or something, and then we just sat back on it.
Quite happily go for Cesc Fabregas. I mean, it's not long been put out that Como just thrashed Pisa 5-0. Sitting fourth place in Serie A and in the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia.
As I say, I would have Mourinho. If we sacked Howe tonight, I would say go and get Mourinho this week and bring him in. Because if you went to Benfica and said to Mourinho, come and join Newcastle, he would join at the drop of a hat. He absolutely would. So that man has got nothing but respect for Newcastle United. And he's a winner. And I don't care what people say about him. I'm sorry, when he went to Spurs and Man U, they were the wrong clubs he went to. That's why he didn't succeed there. And going back to Chelsea a second time was probably, as I say, he went back to Chelsea a second time, maybe not as good, but that doesn't mean to say he's a bad manager. You know, you look at him against Real Madrid when they played in that game, when to qualify for the playoffs for the Champions League. Yeah, okay, they lost in the playoff game with Real Madrid again, which was unfortunate. They got them again. But, you know, Mourinho isn't a bad manager. Doesn't become a bad manager overnight. And, I mean, I'll ask you, Jay, and Chippers as well. If there was a chance of us bringing Mourinho in, would you have him? Because I would.
I'd take him. I've always said that. I think a foreign manager would be the answer.
And I love his press conferences as well, because he don't give a shit either. He tells you how it is. And that's what I want to see from a manager. I don't want to see a manager sitting there going, Yeah. I want to see a manager come out with a bit of fight. You don't see that with Eddie Howe much.
Put it this way, if we had someone like Mourinho in, we don't concede the goals we're conceding. We just don't. We don't give away stupid goals like what we're doing. And then we'd have a manager coming out saying, but we've been defending poorly for the last 3 months and done nothing about it. Because that's what he's doing. Nothing about it.
Mourinho's more of a defence-minded coach anyway, so he'd sort the defence out.
Yeah, well, Trippier and Byrne wouldn't be playing for a starters, would they?
No, definitely not. They play the strongest back line. Don't know why we didn't play the strongest back line today.
2 biggest games this week, he hasn't played his strongest defence. What I tell you?
Yeah, okay, fine. Chow needed a rest, even though he still ended up coming on. But Byrne, what gave Byrne the right to play? Oh, he gave Byrne the right to play because he's a local lad, so that he knows exactly how important the derby match would be.
Yeah, but then you could say the same for Byrne. Doesn't he not need the resting? And he's a lot older than Chow. He's 9 years older than Chow.
Do you know what was stupid though? He's rested them before a 3-week break.
And they're going to go off and play international games.
Aye.
Okay, but Byrne and Gordon are missing the first game for England, but they're going to play in the second game because apparently that's why he picked a 35-man squad, because he's doing 2 camps.
And then they come back and we've got a week off because the FA Cup's on. So, pick your strongest team today going into the international break. If he says we've got Shaw, Bruno, and Miley all back when they come back after the break, you've got a chance to rotate then. And then even then, when we come after the break, we're only playing 1 game a week. So, got me.
I mean, the thing is, teams know how we set up now. Because I can imagine what the manager's team talk is in the opposing dressing room. Right, guys, I tell you what, go out there, manage the first half an hour, because they're going to come out the traps, they're going to come flying at us for half an hour. But once that half an hour's up, just take control and we'll win the game. That's what the manager's team talk is probably to every single team that comes up against us, because they know exactly how we play. He has found out every time, but he still won't change because he's too stubborn. And it's about time. The ownership, as I say, grew a pair of balls and acted.
Well, if you look today, he's only made 1 change from midweek, and that's Voltamada for Tonali. That's it. So he hasn't rotated at all, really, has he?
And he brings him off, even though he got an assist.
And puts Jacob Murphy on. We'll put balls in the box, even though we've got no striker up front.
And also, when you see on Twitter, this Graham Bailey who comes out with stuff, this journalist, I can't stand that bloke.
Oh, he's a
smoggy
fan, isn't he? That's why.
He's a fucking smoggy. And all he's interested, and like he's saying, we're in for Anderson. I'm sorry. No. There's no way we're getting Elliot Anderson. He's off to Man City in the summer. He's off to City. And like he's coming out and saying other things, and it's like, I don't believe a word he says. The man talks a load of shite. He's a smoggy. Take no notice of him. Take no notice of him because he's a shite journalist. And how even a Newcastle channel can even get him on there as a journalist is beyond me, because I think, why do you want a smoggy on your channel who talks nothing but utter shit? Another one like Craig Hope. You can see why Craig Hope and Luke Edwards were banned under Steve Bruce, because of the way they are. Now, them two wanted rid of Bruce, but they're all up Eddie Howe's house. Oh, no, let's praise, let's all hail Eddie Howe. No, you don't. But they won't come out and say get rid of Eddie Howe. Not a chance. Not a chance. And a word for Sky Sports today. Utter disgrace for that coverage of the Premier League game today for us. Dave Jones, the presenter, a Mackem fan. For a derby. You pick and choose, don't you, Sky? And then you're talking about the times when Sunderland have beat us, when Paolo Di Canio done his slide down the touchline in his suit. You know, the 2-3-0 defeats against us from there. And then they even have the cheek to put Shay Given up in his Sunderland shirt when he played on loan at Sunderland. Even Shay Given said, I thought this was Sky Sports. I didn't think I was on Sunderland TV. Absolutely disgusting from Sky Sports that today. They should hang their fucking heads in shame as well. So much fucking bias towards us it is. And when this new squad ratio thing comes in after the PSR this season, it's supposed to be a lot better. Apparently, that's why our owners voted for it. So basically, whatever our revenue is, we can spend 85% of our revenue on players.
Or Pete, get on if you're back home.
So
we
Pete,
can
click the link.
We can, yeah, get on, Pete. Come on, Pete, get on. We can spend 85% of our revenue. Now, the only difference is, though, and this is where it gets a bit tricky. That's great. We can spend 85%. But if you're in the Champions League or in Europe, UEFA state you can only have 70% squad ratio spent. So that extra 15%, if we spend that, would end up with a fine off UEFA. That's not fair, is it, really, at the end of the day? I mean, it's wrong, isn't it, really?
Oh, yes.
Come on, Pete, get yourself on. Love to hear what you've got to say.
So, do you know what? Fuck it. Other channels do it, so I'm going to do it. Let's get thoughts on what Mr. Twatted
Let's hear this boring bastard.
Mr. Twatted has to say. Let's just get rid of Pete's.
Yeah, it was a painful defeat. It was a really disappointing second half. I thought we did okay in the first half without being at our very best. We scored a good goal. I thought we were strong in our general performance without creating enough clear-cut chances. The second goal was all important. We didn't grab it, and Sunderland grew into the game in that second half.
After leading at half-time, why do you feel you were unable to build on that advantage?
Yeah, right now it's a difficult one to answer. Certainly our energy levels seem to drop. Their confidence levels seem to grow. I think the main challenge we had was our game in possession wasn't strong enough. I thought we were turning the ball over too quickly, too easily, and allowing them to become a transition threat in the game. And then, as I said, their confidence levels grew, and we struggled physically, especially in that second half. So I think there's the technical delivery not good enough. I think it's probably the main thing I'd pick now. I may feel different when I watch it again.
Obviously, conceding from a set piece and conceding another late goal, it kind of feels like those have been common themes this season. How frustrating were those moments in the game?
Yeah, the big moments. I mean, the set play is a really frustrating one. We've done that too often in recent weeks, especially from corners. That's been an issue for us. It's come out of nowhere, really. It's been strong the majority of the season. And the late goal, I think there was going to be another goal in the game for them and for us. We hoped it was for us with Malik's header. It didn't happen, and we were still chasing the game, and then they score. But the game was quite open in that moment, and we always try to go for 3 points, and maybe we left ourselves a bit open.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, before that, I'm watching this. Tony's just said to 2-0 at Forest now. My God, we'll think we're bad. Have you seen how bad Spurs are? Fucking hell, man. Morgan Gibbs gets the ball, puts it out wide. He just runs and there's nobody following. Magically, the ball comes back to him and he's completely unmarked 4 yards out.
Could do West Ham winning against Villa, and that will put Spurs in a relegation zone tonight.
Draw?
No, they'll need to win because of goal difference.
Oh, need to win, do they?
Come on, West Ham. Turn it around, win 2-1, and then put Spurs in the relegation zone tonight. That'd be fantastic. Lincoln City must be licking their lips because they only need one more game to win and they're promoted, so they'll be looking forward to a trip to Spurs next season. And Spurs will be going to Sinsel Bank on a Tuesday night.
God.
We've got 42 points on the board.
I'll tell you what, you laugh at that. I remember when we were in the Championship first time round under the fat cockney bastard, and me and my daughter went to Scunthorpe United, and honestly, it's Glanford Park. I'm sorry, it's not the greatest stadium. I mean, I literally put my hand over the wall and touched the pitch. That's how close you could touch the pitch. I mean, it was fucking awful ground. I mean, my daughter enjoyed that night because she got Kevin Nolan's training top off him. Because she said, "Oh, well, he's training top." And I said, "Well, ask him for it." And she went, "No, I'm shy." So as he turned around and ran, I shouted, "Kevin," and he looked and I went, "My daughter says, can she have your top?" And he comes straight over and, "There you go, darling. There you go, straight away to her. You can have my top." And then after that, somebody asked Stevie Harper for his jacket. And Stevie Harper, I give him it. But we lost 2-1 that night at Scunthorpe. That was fucking awful. That was horrible. That. And what made me laugh was them fans. Oh, fucking hell, I've never seen them. Because they was like so quiet, the Scunthorpe fans, and that even when they scored, they cheered a bit, and then they were like just sort of quiet. And then all of a sudden, 80th minute, at the 80th minute, all of a sudden, they're all fist pumping. Iron. That's all you heard around the stadium. And I thought, fucking hell, you've been asleep all game, have you? Honestly, it was just one of those weird atmospheres. It was funny. All us Newcastle fans were just pissing themselves laughing at them. But, I mean, it was like, 1,500 of us in that away end, and they only had one food outlet open and one set of toilets open. It was absolutely horrendous that night. It was. But, yeah, it's one of those grounds you've been to and you think, fucking don't want to go there again.
So Howe thinks we played well.
No, we didn't.
No. The fact is, as I said before, he's quote and said, "Well, our midfield we lost at midfield. Why didn't you change it? You made it like for like. Put another midfielder on and go for a 4-man midfield to get an extra body in there if you think we're losing the midfield battle. But no, what I'll do is I think when Doggy's coming off for Spurs, or Tell must be injured. What I'll do is I'll bring Jacob Murphy on to put balls in the box, but I'll take Voltamada off, who's the tallest player on the pitch, why I'm putting Murphy on for. So I'll take that off. So Jacob Murphy coming on is pointless. So there's one sub you've wasted. The second sub, what was it? The midfield? Joe Willock, who offered nothing when he came on, other than pretty much gave an assist for their winning goal because it was his pass outwards that went to their player where they scored from. So, you know, Joe Willock may as well have had the Sunderland top one for all the good he did for her. You know, you took your 70 million pound striker off who you had in midfield. Just fucking clueless, man. I don't know how many more times we've got to see it. It's like I've said before, I've said for months that he's done. He's took as far as he can. I can't say any more than that.
Yeah,
I'm just glad we've got 42 points on the board. At least we're safe.
Yeah,
but we're in the bottom half of the table, which is not so good. 12th place in the league.
I mean, even Brighton can beat Liverpool at home. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you look at our fixtures now, I thought, there are we on paper. We don't beat Brighton at home. We don't beat Bournemouth at home. We'll not beat Arsenal away. Fulham away, we lost through last season. We've got West Ham at home, who 2 of the last 3 games they've beaten me. So there's 5 of the 7 games. Palace away, we don't win. So what is that? We've only got Nottingham Forest away, which is where we've got the best record out of all, where we've got a decent record. So does that mean one more win all season?
That's not even going to be easy either. Forest away.
Villa gone 2-0 up.
Oh.
Bastards. Come on, West Ham, man, for fuck's sake.
I'm sure
Spurs just point out the relegation zone.
I'm sure West Ham have got to play Spurs at West Ham's ground, haven't they, between now and the end of the season? I'm sure they have.
Yeah, they probably have.
That's going to be the game that'll relegate them or keep the teams up.
This win for Forest is going to give them some confidence boost.
Oh, isn't it just?
Well,
yeah, Spurs. After this game, Spurs have got Sunderland away. Then they've got Brighton at home, which they'll get beat. They've got Wolves away, which will be very tough.
Might lose all them games.
Then they've got Villa away. Leeds at home. That won't be easy. Chelsea away. And then Everton home last game of the season.
So they haven't got to play West Ham away.
No.
I thought they had, but
they've obviously played West Ham twice. mean, they couldn't beat Burnley. They only drew 2-2 with Burnley.
Couldn't beat us.
Look how shit we are.
Yeah, but they would be on the same points as West Ham now had we beat them at St James's Park when we were 2-0 up.
1-0 up, 2-1 up. Aye.
2-1 up, yeah. When did the last play West Ham? Tottenham. Oh, they drew 1-1 away to West Ham. That was back in May last year, but when the season they must have played West Ham. Yeah, they got 1-3 West Ham in September. And then don't know when and then they played West Ham and lost 2-1 at the Tottenham Stadium in January.
Yeah. Do you know how bad it is now for Spurs? They've got their right back taking free kicks, which is what we were doing. They've got Pedro Porro taking the free kicks.
I thought Trippier's distribution today was shit as usual.
It's been shit. It's been shit for the last 2 years. But yeah,
the problem is that Howe won't say nothing. He won't say, "Oh well, Trippier, give it to somebody else," because it's like Trippier takes the ball. It's the same with Anthony Gordon. It's like he takes everything as well if he wants to, and nobody can do anything about it. And
that's what I said about that second half. When Gordon was put over to the left, he ball hogged. He would not pass. He kept going for glory himself.
And at times when Gordon's been crap for us, you watch him play for England and he plays brilliant. And he reminds me of another player that we used to have at Newcastle United that used to turn up for England but not really turn up for us, and that was Michael Owen.
When he wasn't injured, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know why I think as well he plays well for England and doesn't for us? Because ultimately he's coming up against worse fullbacks.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing against teams like San Marino, no disrespect to them. He's playing bloody taxi driver right backs. That shouldn't be. That no disrespect to them. They should not be playing international football. So no one is going to do well if you're playing against a part-time nation or nations like he does in the world. Against the better teams in the World Cup, he'll not realise he's on the pitch. Like he does in the Premier League, you'll not realise he's playing for you.
I mean, against Panama, you probably ripped them a new arsehole, to be fair.
I mean, I could rip Panama a new arsehole. I'm about 4 stone overweight. That's how bad you are.
I mean, if you remember when we last played Panama in the World Cup, we were 5-0 up at half time.
I had about 5 penalties, or did we? Or 4 penalties or something.
2 penalties, I think. Yeah. King got a hat-trick in that game.
Then we won 7-1 or something, didn't we? Or
6-1.
We still managed to let them score.
Yeah. But Belgium played them first and struggled against them and only won 3-0. And then we went out and smashed them 6-1, and people were like, hang on a minute, how comes Belgium was struggling?
It's like a biscuit.
But then again, that was a World Cup. We should have got the final. We should have beat Croatia in that semi-final after Trippier put that free kick in. But, we've done in Southgate. Well, Eddie Howe's doing exactly what Southgate does. Go ahead and sit back. See him against Italy in that final. Should have won that final. When Luke Shaw put we're ahead in 3 minutes, we should have went on and won that final. Fastest goal ever in a Euro final.
I'll never get over that Italy final.
No.
Never get home advantage.
Yeah.
First half, brilliant. 1-0 up. Second half, just didn't even bother turning up.
And then last year against Spain. Or 2 years ago against Spain, rather. We got back to it 1-1. Why didn't he throw He should have thrown Gordon on. That's what I was saying to people in the pub. I says, why isn't he throwing on the attacking players and going for it? Because at least if you go for it and we do lose, at least we can say, well, we've gone for it. But, we just sort of sat back and then you get the winner, and it's like, because I think we would have beat that Spain team because they were good, but I don't think they were that great.
Spain were beatable. They were very beatable in that one. True Geordie's come out again, as always. Sick and tired of being proven right about Eddie Howe and having to watch this shit. Unfortunately, you can't prove stupid wrong, and many will just continue to deflect blame from the man completely responsible for all this mess. The smart fans know it's time to go.
I want to see Piff put out a statement tonight or tomorrow to see if he's gone. Surely they've got to be looking at this now. Surely PIF have got to be looking at this and thinking, and talking to Jamie Rubin as well and the Rubin brothers and saying, look, come on. Do you think it's time we made a change? Because I get he's the first manager, but he's been here 4.5 years. Yes, we have progressed in some ways, but other ways we haven't. We've regressed badly. And I think it's time that the owners just sat there and said, look, let's sort this out. Let's move him on and let's get another manager in who can take us to another level. Because I don't want another transfer window under Eddie Howe. Because definitely I don't think and I've heard of a lot of people, apparently Ross Wilson is an Eddie Howe yes man. So what's the point of that? Because he was handpicked apparently by Eddie Howe.
Fucking hope not.
To me, Eddie Howe's a control freak.
He thinks he's bigger than the club for me.
Yeah, and he's not. And I think Adrian Durham hit the nail on the head the other night when he said Eddie Howe should do the decent thing and resign. And people had a go at him, Adrian Durham over that as well. And let me tell you, Adrian Durham is actually quite a nice guy because I've actually met the guy and had a selfie with him. That was when England played Albania. And I met him in Box Park at Wembley. I met Andy Goldstein as well. But yeah. Yeah. He was, all Adrian Durham was saying, he was telling it as it is. Eddie Howe should resign. Yeah, absolutely. But he won't.
He won't walk. He'll be doing a Bruce thing. Wait for the sack so he gets his payoff.
Yeah. Because didn't he say, well, back Eddie Howe, if I don't think I'm doing the job right, I would quite happily walk away. Well, there you go then. Walk away then.
It's proven now.
Even Julie's saying it. How out? Where's Mason? He could come on. Is he not back? Or is he got there? He's probably got the women's game, is he?
Well, I know why he's got the women's game for. I mean, Caitlin Jam maybe there.
He's off to sniff the women's bench.
He's off to see if there's any bulges about.
He wants to sniff some crack.
Aye. Not the drugs either. Mason might be in the gym now, actually, for just to see if there's any lasses there, just to stand there.
Just depends, and if he sniffs too much, he might get a bit of brown on his nose.
On a more serious note, there was a report. Obviously, there was some fighting outside St James's before the game started, and the fan needed CPR. Just hope that fan, by the way, is absolutely fine, and I hope the fan's okay. And shouldn't be any violence outside the stadium like that. Don't know what's happened there, but hopefully all concerned is fine. And also another concerning thing was as well, which doesn't look good for our values as Newcastle United supporters, is there was an incident in the East Stand that Anthony Taylor alerted the benches to and the security staff to, and it came out apparently there was racism towards one of the Sunderland players, Gertrude. So
yeah,
look, I really hope that's not the case. And if it is, that's really disappointing to think that our fans have stooped that low to do that. And if they have, then I hope they are punished by the law because they deserve to be. There's no need for it. No need for it whatsoever.
We're better than
definitely. I did wonder why the ref went off and started talking to everyone, and then I see him go over to one.
Yeah. I thought he was going around saying, listen, it's a concussion sub, so you've got... I thought he was saying to both benches, that's a concussion sub, so you've both got an extra sub. That's what I thought he was doing. And then I saw people put... Because I had to take your chat on at the same time, because obviously I don't like the commentary, it's shite. And obviously people were putting in the chat that they were saying that it's possible racist allegations. And I'm thinking, we've got coloured players playing for us, so why on earth are you racially abusing a coloured player for them? It makes no sense. Stupid morons. But people like that have probably got fucking season tickets, man, so letting racists into the flipping ground, man, ridiculous.
I see you've put a thing on from a happy clapper.
Yeah. Dan Langley.
Yeah. A lot of people are calling Howe out on here. I just want to know what actual manager they think is available right now and who would take the Newcastle job and Newcastle forward. A lot of players will definitely leave if Howe went. No, they wouldn't. Maybe a lot of the players in the dressing room want rid of Howe, but they just don't want to say anything.
If we show some ambition, any manager would come. They're not bothered about what they're bothered about their pay packet. If you offer them the right things, they'll come. It's not Xabi Alonso's out of work. If you offer him a decent wage, a decent contract, and offer him a vision of you'll be the manager that takes us forward to a new stadium, you'll have a new training ground, all this shit, he'll be fucking there. You know what I mean? That's all you need to do.
At the end of the day, players want to win trophies. They like St. Tonali's, they like Sif Bruno. They want to be winning trophies. And, you know, I know Shearer came to us and didn't win a trophy. Even though he wanted to win trophies, he's a Premier League title winner. You know, could have took the easy route and gone to Man United, but he didn't. He just wanted to come to us because it was his boyhood club. And if you remember, I don't know if you two may be too young to remember this, but I'm not. But I always remember Shearer was on the books at Newcastle United. And the reason he left was because they threw him in goal. He's not a keeper. They said, "Oh, can you go in goal?" And he went, "No, I'm not a goalkeeper." And they put him in goal. And then he left, went to Southampton, played as a striker, and the rest is history. And then we had to buy him back for a world record fee of 15 million at the time.
For me, I grew up during the Sir Bobby era.
And I remember when Kevin Keegan sold Andy Cole. And I was one of them fans down there when he appeared on the steps. Kevin Keegan had the balls. That's one thing I will say about Keegan. He's got balls of steel, because he actually come on them steps and stood and talked to the fans. He was brave. I thought he was fucking very brave for what he did. But when he stood on them steps and said the reason why he sold Andy Cole and brought in Keith Gillespie as a part exchange for £1 million. And he said, "Trust me, in the summer, we will bring a striker in who will score goals." But he says it was the right deal to do at the time for Andy Cole. And then I know a lot of fans, probably me included, were saying to each other, "Keith Gillespie, what's he going to do? He's only a youngster from Man U. What's the point of that?" But what a fucking winger he was. What a winger. Him and Ginola.
I always thought he looked so scruffy, Keith Gillespie.
Yeah, we had the best. Do you know what? We had the best front four in the Premier League at that time, because you had Gillespie and Ginola on the wings and you had Shearer and Ferdinand in the middle. And all you had to do was put the balls in. That's all they'd done. They put the balls in the box. Shearer and Ferdinand were there to put them in the back of the net. Because them two were known as the G-Force, Ginola and Gillespie. We had the best, as I say, we had the best front four in the Premier League at that time. And like with Ferdinand, when he was sold in the summer, he only went to Spurs because he had agreed to go. And then Shearer got that injury. But because Ferdinand was one of those players that if he'd made an agreement, he wouldn't go back on an agreement. So, which you don't hold against him, because I'll tell you what, Ferdinand was a hell of a striker for us. Again, another one you thought, "Oh, we're getting him from QPR. Is he going to do the business for us?" But by God, did he do the business? He was terrific for us.
I never really saw much of Ferdinand for us. The chance I saw of him was the old VHS I got of the 5-0 win over Man United.
Yeah, that was a great game. That was. Oh, fuck. Didn't get to that game, because at the time I think we only had 36,000 in the stadium because it wasn't fully up then. But yeah, I remember that game. Oh, Albert, that lovely chip over Schmeichel. I remember when Schmeichel thwarted us. So when we won that, when we had 12 points clear of that league, we should have won the league that season. And that game at St James's Park when Cantona scored, Schmeichel was immense that night.
That was his best.
Honestly, I've never seen a goalkeeping display like it. everything we threw at him, he saved. He saved everything. He was fantastic. And he's the reason Man U won to win the league that season, because he was fucking immense. We just couldn't get past him.
You got that VHS as well. I got two VHSs. I've got the 5-0 over Man United, and then I got the 7-1 over Spurs.
And I always remember, the last when we got beat to Sunderland, when Rudd Hullett was in charge, he put Shearer and Ferguson on the bench. And there was an interview recently with Ferguson, I think it was last year. I watched it, Duncan Ferguson, and he said when we were training, he says him and Shearer had bibs on. And he said to Shearer, he says, "Why are we in bibs, Shearer?" Well, he says, I called him Al. He says, I said to Al, I says, why are we in bibs? He says, surely we're starting, aren't we? Shearer says, well, I think we are. He says, we should be. He says, well, unless it's for training purposes, maybe. He says, and anyway, he says, so we got to the ground. He says, and we saw the team sheet and we were both on the bench. He says, and I looked at Alan and Alan looked back at me and he said, is this, we're not seeing things here, are we? And Ferguson said, no, we're not seeing things. We're both on the bench. Paul Robinson's playing in our place up front. He says he's put the young lad up front. And Shearer says, I need to go and have words with him. I need to knock him out. And Ferguson went, hang on, Shearer, there's a queue because I'm going to jump ahead of you first.
Well, didn't he walk the training ground the next morning? Duncan Ferguson was already there, ready to spark him.
That's what I heard, yeah.
He was. And this is what Ferguson said. He said him and Shearer were furious. And he said even the fans couldn't believe why we were stuck on the bench that night. He said, he says, next morning I went to the training ground. He says, but Hullett didn't turn up. He says, because what happened was apparently Hullett went, and then I heard the interview from Freddie Shepherd. And Freddie Shepherd said, yeah, Hullett turned up at St. James's Park at 8:30 in the morning. He says, when he pulled in, Freddie Shepherd says, I was glad when he saw his car pulling in because I was ready to sack him. He says, when he walked in the office, he says, I need to just speak to you. And Freddie went, I'm glad you're coming because I need to speak to you as well. And he went, all right, okay. He says, well, just let me have my say. I've just come in to hand in my resignation. And Freddie Shepherd said, yeah, accepted. And he says, actually, for once, I actually kept my mouth shut and I've saved myself some money. Because if he had said first, you're sacked, he would have had to pay him compensation. So he was actually pleased when Rudd Hullett said, I'm resigning. And Freddie Shepherd said, I was like, yes, thank God for that.
Keegan understood the club and the fans. Eddie doesn't.
3-0 Forest.
Spurs are going down.
They're all sitting there like, what the fuck?
I think half of them just got up and started walking out.
Oh, he's took his shirt off who I scored.
What was
He's got a slogan on his
number 9.
God is the best.
Taiwo, I think that's his first goal of the season, isn't it?
Oh, 1 year, is it?
Aye, 1 year. Aye, that's his first goal.
1 year.
Ah, he's like on Liverpool's youth books, he was.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's bad news as well for this Premier League now. Chris Wood's back as well, isn't he? He's back in the...
God.
He wasn't in the squad today, but he's travelled with him because he scored in the academy game the other day. An under-21s game. That was a nice finish as well.
I mean, they should.
I hope Spurs sack Tudor and they're coming for Eddie Howe. They can take the bastard.
They should be on Comedy Central, really, Spurs, because they're that bad.
Fuck.
Terrible. It's a shame Sam ain't winning.
How does he get a ball in there and the one you just get behind Dan so easy like that? Just taps into an empty net, basically.
Oh, Sells has just made a fantastic save. This is what I don't understand. Sells is having a fucking fantastic time at Forest, but when he was with us, he was absolutely dog shit, wasn't he?
And he conceded every single game, and that was just in the Championship.
And then, I think it was last week in the Premier League, didn't Caldolo make a hell of a fucking save as well? And yet we sold him for 200,000 or 400,000 of fucking Leeds.
Oh, look how empty that stadium is getting.
Just think how empty it'll be next season. Pete's saying, "No, I've not been at Tottenham's ground yet."
Maybe
There
well,
are plenty of
Um,
seats available.
Well, if you want to go next season, Pete, go in the Championship. There'll be plenty of seats available.
Can I not just dig it up and put it up here and wait and have that stadium?
That's a sit I missed. Fucking hell, how did he miss that? Pappy saw. That's another player I'm surprised has come back and played well. Because do you remember when we beat Spurs 6-1 at St James's Park when we were 5-0 up or something in 20 minutes? Do you remember that game?
Yeah, he
Couple of
was,
seasons
he
ago.
was sacrificed, wasn't he?
And Stellini pulled Pappy Saw off because even the commentators were criticising him, saying, "You're going to destroy a young man's career here," because he pulled him off, made him the scapegoat. And you could see the guy was distraught when he came off, the young lad, because that's what he is, a young lad. And even Spurs fans were like, "Is he going to come back from this?" But he has come back from it. But I mean,
oh, we had 99% capacity. There was just one chair that wasn't filled.
yeah.
It belonged to a season ticket holder that couldn't make the game.
Oh, no. He was sitting there. It was John O'Hare that was there instead of him, man. John O'Hare was there instead of him, hey, man.
I mean, it's shocking when you see the stats. Like, obviously, we had 60% possession to their 40%. They had 17 shots. We had 16. They had 7 on target. We had 4.
It's the fact is they did the possession.
Their keeper made 3 saves. That Ramsdale made 4. A couple of them were straight at him. If they hadn't been straight at Ramsdale, they would have been further ahead than that. But you'd think after 10 minutes of being 1-0 up against Sunderland, you think, "Oh, we go on now and win this game comfortably." But we didn't, did we?
When you score a goal, you got to go get a second or a third. You got to build that cushion.
2-0's a dangerous scoreline as well, because all it takes is the opposition to get one back and then you're holding on, aren't you? So
Fucking is for us. Even if we went 2-0 up, we wouldn't have bloody seen it out second half. I don't know how against Chelsea was scored after 20 minutes, then we're seeing it out for 70 more minutes. I don't know how we did it. That's how bad they are.
he's just made a double change now.
Hey,
Pereira in the 91st minute.
I've just seen
he just
Nuno.
took off.
Are you sure Nuno was not in the crowd for Forest? I've just seen him, like.
No.
Hey, you look like he's got a double of him.
He'll steal Forest. I think he'll be Spurs. I still want Spurs to go down. I want to see them go down. I think it'll be hilarious.
The other two are gone. I think it's just a case of Spurs or West Ham, isn't it? That's joining them.
I can't see Wolves staying up in all honesty.
I think Wolves and Burnley are gone. I think it's just between these are West Ham and Spuds. And the way Spuds are playing, I don't see Spuds winning another game between now and the end of the season.
I think they'll get... Well, you look at Arsenal went down to Wolves and got a 2-2 draw there. So, you know... And that's Arsenal who are top of the league.
Oh my God. Conor Gallagher. I've just seen him literally take a man on and try and scoop a ball to the right, and there's just nobody there.
And we was linked with him.
Even the bloody Pereira and his assistant coach are laughing on the touchline. Laughing.
Look at the state of that stadium. Look how empty that is.
Wolves are 21. Will need 21 points to stay up if they win every game, and that's taking with 38 points. And I can't see Wolves doing that, so I think they're basically down.
Oh, have you seen Tindle's Missiles has put something on Instagram?
Yeah, just looking at that, yeah.
To read it out, what?
I read it.
Losing to Sunderland hurts, especially on a day that should have been about togetherness and arrivals. No one is predicting that result is acceptable, and the players know that better than anyone. But what is not acceptable is turning on our own. This group of players has given everything for this club week in, week out. They're out there to compete across multiple competitions with a squad that simply doesn't have the depth or some teams we're up against Fatigue is real, pressure is real, and still they show up, fight for the badge every single time. It's easy to forget just how far this team has taken us, the progress, the pride, the nights we've had to celebrate together. That didn't happen by accident. It came from this group, this manager, and this effort. Fans can be fickle in moments like this, but we're supposed to be better than that. Behind every player and coach is a family who sees the abuse, reads the comments, and feels it too. That's not what most supporting this club should be like. You can't be disappointed. We can't demand better, but we don't tear down our own. We stand behind this team always. That's it. I don't know why she said this. I mean, listen, we're not abusing people, we're criticising. There's a difference. If you're abusing people, you're sad as fuck, and people don't deserve to be abused. But you can safely say you can have an opinion as long as it's a criticising opinion. And we just think he's not good enough and he's took as far as we can. We're not going to go on Twitter and flipping tweet Eddie Howe and Tindle that hour. Fucking honestly.
People are already saying it seems like they're just trying to cling on to a job now, Eddie Howe, and that they said the game's up now for them.
I'm just waiting to see what True Geordie there pull off to you asked to say to me. Because I tell you now, they will be fucking raging.
Geordie has put out a status.
I haven't seen it.
You went off to get your Twix.
Oh, that was me Whisper Gold.
Whisper Gold.
He put out, sick and tired of being proven right about Eddie Howe and having to watch this shit. Unfortunately, you can't prove stupid wrong, and many will just continue to deflect blame from the man completely responsible for this mess. The smart ones only know it's time to go. But he did do a watch along.
Well,
he was on platform. I can't remember what it's called. Dream something was it?
Yeah, dream11.com.
Well, in 17 minutes' time, the Carabao Cup is no longer ours.
It's no longer ours. Oh, really?
Well, yeah, but it's not until the game kicks off, it's not ours anymore.
Yeah.
We've still got a hold of it until 4:30.
Another 70-year wait till we get another trophy.
Will be if Howe's still a manager.
Needs to be gone.
I can't wait another season.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want me. If you want mediocrity, keep Eddie Howe, but I want us to be winning trophies. Last time I seen us lift a trophy in person was in the 2009-10 championship season when we won the league under Chris Hughton.
Oh, well,
and we were unbeaten all season at home.
We won the championship under Rafa.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I didn't see that one in
final.
person, but I did. But I was actually at the stadium when we lifted that trophy under Chris Hughton. Yeah.
Nearly finished second in that time as well because of Brighton messed up.
Oh, when Rafa was in charge, yeah.
No. But I'll always remember Chrissy Houghton's ones because we stayed unbeaten at St James's for the entire season.
We nearly lost it against Ipswich last game of the season.
Yeah, fucking 2-2.
Yeah. Yeah, because Ipswich were in 2-1.
Paul's just posted his brand. That's gotta be.
I think it was Connor Wickham scored the second goal for them.
Here we go.
That's going to be spicy.
Hey, here he is.
Yeah, right, guys.
Oh,
go on,
Mr.
Pete. Rage
Beanie.
it. Go on, let that steam loose.
Well, what can you say? Just absolutely bottle jobs FC. Yeah, United scored the goal. Got one in front. You think, right, this looks good. Here we go. We had a couple of other opportunities in the second half. Okay, we didn't take them. And you think, right, we now should be, let's hopefully come out the second half. Be okay. All guns blazing. And again, the same old garbage. Eddie's halftime team talk strikes once again. And we just fucking fall apart. And Sunderland, 2 goals, which absolutely diabolical defending. And we look clueless in that second half. And And again, another derby that we've lost. And again, we've just absolutely hied away. Eddie Howe, he's done. His time's up now. I've seen enough now. He's got to go. Yes, thank you for your memories, Eddie. But your time is now up. I'm done. Fucking bottle jobs, the lot, every single one of them as well.
I don't know if they turned the audio down or nothing during the match, but from watching it on the screen, the boos didn't sound all that much. But what was the boos like inside the stadium?
Oh, we're quite loud. Absolutely loud. So, and yeah, but how many times have we seen this before, though? Far too many times. We've dropped points from winning position. There's more points added. There you go. It's just the season's finished now. And the fact is, it doesn't matter if we've got a break. We're still going to be hurting after this defeat still. The fact is now, who's now confident of we're going to get anything out of the remaining games we've got coming after the break?
Not getting nothing. 22 points dropped from winning
That's
positions.
too many. Far fucking too many.
If you add those 22 points, we'd be second in the league.
There you go. Eddie's been found out this season. He has been found out.
But Howe thinks we played well.
Oh, fuck off, man. Oh, fuck's sake. If he says he played well, you may as well just go. That was a shit second half. Let's let them come into the game. What happens? Oh, yeah, 2 goals. They've won it. And what else was shit? Again, Voldemort in midfield again. Why is Trippier on set pieces? The set pieces he has taken are fucking awful.
I don't know why he keeps taking set pieces, Pete. I'm sick of him. Needs
He's
to be
finished.
gone.
Goodbye. With Osula, I'm sorry he did nothing when he come on, I'm afraid.
Willock was shite as well, Pete.
Willock wasn't any
dare
good.
you.
And Wissa, I think he only touched the ball maybe once or twice, and bringing him on round about the 80-odd minutes. Total waste of fucking time.
87 minutes he brought him on. And he's ready to come on. And the next minute you pan over and he's sitting back down with Eddie Howe going through tactics.
Oh, fuck that. This season's it's finished.
Do you know what's
We
stupid,
now.
Do you know what's even more stupid? He put Osula through the middle. 5 minutes later, I brought this on and put Osula on the wing. Why didn't you just do that in the first fucking play? You put him as a striker for 5 minutes and then you thought, nah, it's not working. I'll put him on the wing and I'll bring Visser on.
Eddie Howe understands the fans being frustrated, Pete, but he says he's still fit to lead the club.
Well, hold on a minute. Did you not say if you're not going to be the right person for this club anymore, you would leave?
Mm.
Well, I'm sorry, that's the Sunderland have done the double over us this season. And the fact is, they wanted that more. They would have got a bit of talking to at half time by their manager, and he's got them rough, and he got them right up for the second half. Again, we just like to capitulate and fall apart in the second half. It's done. I'm sorry, Eddie. Thanks for your memories. Thanks for a Carabao Cup. Thanks for getting us in the Champions League twice, but your time's now over. And guess what? What I'm waiting for, it's not the Mackhams I'm waiting for, because I know I'll come and have the bit of banner. It's the fucking happy clappers I'm waiting for.
Oh, and there's quite a few of them already.
One said, who would you get if we got rid of Eddie Howe? And he says, the players would be disappointed if Eddie Howe was sacked. I don't think they would be.
No. That happens. Anything. Managers come and go.
That's their go-to answer every single time. Oh, but who would you get? Who would you get? Who would you get? Think up a different excuse, because that's all you ever want to say.
But you know what, though, right? Even if some of the players go, I think some of them need to go anyways because the head's not here. If you look at Livramento, I don't think his head's here anymore. I think it's gone. I think the last few games he's looked shocking for us right back for somebody who's supposed to be our first choice. Although sitting that Eddie Howe just keeps him on the bench. Now, for me, you kept him on the bench against Barcelona. You want to keep your best players. Well, supposed best players, you had him on the bench against Barcelona and you chose a 35-year-old over him. What's that telling them?
Chose Trippier today.
Did it again today in the derby match? What's that telling them? That's basically saying, oh, fuck you, you're gone. You know? And this is Kieran Trippier who's supposed to be leaving in the summer.
Right, I want to go on to Wissa as well. What an absolute fucking snake that guy is. Anyone see the photo of Brobbery getting the man of the match awards? Oh, he goes and fucking likes the post. Fuck off.
He's going away
He
with
wouldn't like the post.
He's going away with Congo as well, apparently, isn't he?
Yeah, Wissa liked the post. That Brobbery got the man of the match.
He's
And
been called
Wissa's
up to
went and
Congo.
fucking liked it.
Wow.
Fuck off. What? He's been a waste of money, Wissa. Sorry.
I'll tell you what, Pete. That Brobby, he terrorised us all game. All game he terrorised us. And I'm not being... Look, we hate the Mackhams as much, but I'll tell you what, got to say, you knew it was on the wall that he was going to score a fucking goal. He was on... The writing was on the wall that he would score.
Wait.
It
was like...
I'll tell you what, he played like a proper striker.
Yes.
It was like fucking the other week when we've all ripped Barry and he scored against her. It was fucking inevitable, wasn't it?
And how many times are we going to keep saying about Voldemort in midfield? Play the guy up front.
But you know what? Do you not think that was Eddie saying to Nagelsmann, I don't give a fuck what you say, because Nagelsmann's criticised Eddie Howe this week.
Well, let's watch out, because if Voldemort goes and scores in the break for Germany, he's going to make Eddie look like a right mug now.
Yeah.
Apparently, Bruno's posted on Instagram that he's got the mumps.
So he said he flew back and he had mumps when he was flying back. So does any other squad might have it?
And I know we had Tonali out injured, but it could have been Ramsey, Joelinton, and Willock as the midfield.
You know, I'll be falling
Yes,
about.
Willock, I know Willock didn't play well, but honestly, why Volamona just in midfield never is going to work anymore. And the kid's confidence looks straight. And again, he brought him off when he could have took someone else off and then threw him up front.
All I'll say is,
we're all saying he could have brought Barnes off because Barnes was terrible.
All
Barnes
I'll say is,
added today, was a bit
if
disappointing.
Tonali was injured, I hope that God tomorrow morning he's withdrawn from the Italy squad, because if he goes and plays for Italy, I'll not be happy with Will.
Yeah.
Because if he goes and plays even one of them games, that is to me, he's fucking chickened out of the game today, or one of them's just bottled, or Eddie Howe's chickening him out of the game when he's fit to go and play for Italy. If he's fit to go and play for Italy, he should have been on that fucking pitch today. And on that note, I need a piss.
That's what I've just been for one.
But honestly, this season's now done for us. This season's been a write-off completely. Right. And do you know what else I'm going to bring up here about people, these happy clubbers? Oh, hold on a minute. Do we have a 12th finish place? I know we're sitting 12th on the table. Hold on a minute. Do we have a 12th place finish under Bruce? Do people criticize that?
Did.
Yes. There you go.
We did.
That's exactly what that is like. This is exactly what it's like right now. Eddie Howe, his time is over. We need that manager to get us to the next level now. And again, the comment, and again, no player, no player gave an interview apparently. Well, but the same bollocks from Eddie after a game. He says we played so well for so long, but you've got to be playing well for full 90 minutes. And the second half was just an absolute shit show and just an embarrassment.
Barnes should have gone to Scotland. He's not England quality. I hope he hasn't dented his confidence. Maybe Tonali's the one who goes, not Bruno.
I'll tell you what, though, Pete. I think Barnes is absolutely dross. I'll tell you why. Yeah, he turns up in some games and scores a blockbuster of a goal, and you think, oh, yeah, what a great goal. But what does he actually offer? Nothing. I thought he was terrible today, Barnes.
He was terrible. I think he's had a few quiet games, but he wasn't at his best. And
that's exactly why he won't get in the England team, because he's not good enough.
Well, honestly, just to sit and defend a 1-0 lead against our local rivals is just...
But the annoying thing is, Pete, that keeper was dodgy as hell for them.
He wasn't,
Why did we not take pot shots at him outside a goal and have a goal?
Not to mention, we forced Luke 09 into a mistake for our first goal. We don't even look bothered to try that again after that.
Can you imagine if that was Man City or Arsenal against them? Jesus, they could have got Waller 4-5-0 with that keeper and goal.
Did you hear what he said there? He said we scored a good goal.
Oh, it's a mistake.
From an error.
The gifted with a goal. Basically passed over.
Trafford starting for City in goal.
Oh.
Surprised none of you got the women's game.
No. Amazing, yeah.
Mason, Fultz.
Shit. Butlers. Sophie.
I wouldn't mind, like.
I wouldn't mind.
I mean, Pete, obviously, when you were being the stadium, you and Mason, but obviously the referee went over to see not only the benches, but he also spoke to the security staff at Newcastle.
I've seen that.
Apparently, in the East Stand, there was some fans there giving Gertrude from Sunderland racism.
I've seen that.
If that's the case, I'm bitterly disappointed in that from our fans. I
that's
thought we would be better than that.
Exactly. That's what we do not condemn. That's not proper fans. And another thing I want to bring up, apparently there was a couple of Mackhams sitting in that managed to get tickets for the home end and they were thrown out for it. I've seen at least a couple of being escorted out. It was quite far away from where it was. But
it was in level 7.
But yeah, apparently there was some Mackhams sitting in our home
Right,
end.
Pete, that's the thing I said before. Obviously, you probably wouldn't have heard it, but now, if we got rid of Eddie Howe tonight, I want to see a statement today or tomorrow that we've got him gone. Yeah. They've got to. PIF have got to sort this out, because what I say is, if they don't get rid of Eddie Howe now, then PIF keeps saying they want to be number one.
Mm-hmm.
Do they want to be number one, or are they in it for profit? Are they just a mate Ashley with just extra money? Because that's the way I'm looking at it now. Because I want to see ambition from them. If they're ambitious people, you sack your manager and you evolve.
Yeah.
And I don't see us evolving at the moment.
No.
And
we're going backwards.
If we do sack Eddie Howe tonight or tomorrow, I'll quite happily say, go and get Mourinho now from Benfica. Now, I know some people might say, no, but hang on. Let me say why. Because I think Mourinho, he's got unfinished business in the Premier League. He loves Newcastle United a bit because of Bobby Robson. Because if it wasn't for Bobby Robson, Mourinho wouldn't be where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
He's a winner. Yes, he didn't do too well at Spurs or Man U, but come on, they're poison chalices, them both clubs are.
Mm-hmm.
He went back to Chelsea, which was never going to work. You never go back to a club that you've been to before. They always say that you never go back. And I just think he would turn us around. And I think if he came in now, we would finish in Europe this season.
Mm.
And I think you'd stay for a couple of seasons. Then you'd be moved up to a sporting director role. And we bring a younger manager in to continue the work and evolve. And I think Mourinho would do well for us. He really would.
Interesting.
Not Russell Martin either.
You can piss off with fucking Martin as well.
Not Maresca either. I wouldn't want him either.
I thought Maresca was badly treated at Chelsea in a bit.
I would go for Maresca, mate.
Because Alain Rossini looks absolutely
Harry Potter's
clueless.
doing well at Chelsea, isn't he?
Oh, I had in between us.
He looks like him, doesn't he?
Briefcase wanker.
Would you have Mourinho, Pete?
See, I've said I think he hasn't got in the Premier League, but maybe I could be wrong. Would I give him a chance if he came? Of course. But we just need that manager for the next level now. We really do.
And not only that, though, Pete. Not only that, his press conferences would be exciting to listen to, because you know what he's like in a press conference. He don't give a shit what he says.
Aye, that's it.
You know? Or would you rather put Graham Jones until the end of the season, and then at the end of the season go and get Fabregas from Como?
See, Fabregas is doing a great job where he is, isn't he?
I think
he won 5-0 today, Pete.
But yeah, I'm just losing a derby. We know it hurts, but the fact is,
it's been like this. It's been carbon copy our season, and he hasn't changed it. When is he going to change it? Never. So that's that. So after that, especially after the day, we need to move on. if it doesn't, if we don't move on before the Palace game, then something is seriously wrong at the club, because we can't go any further being like with the way we're at the minute.
No.
Well, Eddie's come out and said that he is fully committed to the job.
Oh,
Bullshit.
Fuck off, Eddie.
Not after the day, absolutely not.
And
I
he
mean,
absorbed,
as I
he
said,
absorbed
Pete,
all of those boos.
as I said, Pete, to Jason and to Chip, asked that when Eddie Howe first came to the club, a Bournemouth fan said to me, "You'll get some good years out of Eddie Howe, but he has a ceiling. Once he reaches that ceiling, he can't take you any further." And he's
And
at
we're
that
seeing
ceiling
that.
now.
yeah, we're at that ceiling now.
And they're absolutely spot on, Pete.
Yep.
But the happy clappers, which I'm sick of hearing from Pete, and I'm sick of hearing the same old fucking sentence week in, week out. Look where we came from. Yes, we know where we came from. You know, we were on our way down. He kept us in the Premier League, got us 2 Champions League places, won us a cup. We thank him for that. But we want to move on. If you want mediocrity, keep Eddie Howe. But if you want to win trophies and you want us to win Premier Leagues, then we need to evolve.
Yeah.
That's my message to people. What do you want? If you want to keep Eddie Howe, then okay, have mediocrity. I don't want mediocrity. I want us to win fucking Premier Leagues. I want us to win a Champions League. You know, win an FA Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So I want Howe out because I want us to win things. I don't want mediocrity. I'm sick of it. We had enough of it under fucking Ashley for 14 years. 2 relegations. And all Ashley was happy about was finishing 4th bottom, just stay in the Premier League. That's not what we want. We want to be winning things. And I thought when these came in, the Saudis, I thought they were supposed to be ruthless business people who want success. And you can't tell me PIF are happy with this. They can't be happy with this. Because if they are happy with this, then they can go and sell the club and they can fuck off as well, PIF.
Where's Yasser? We know. Where's
You start again.
What?
And now the Saudis have got other bigger fish to fry, especially what's happening in the Middle East. But still, you've got a chance to do something.
Yeah, but the Rubin brothers own the club as well. So does Jamie Rubin.
That's like I said. They have shared ownership, so surely they got to say. All right, they've only got like 10 to 15% stake in the club, but surely they have a say in the club on what happens.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Eddie's reached his time now, and it's like this season when he was on his last season at Bournemouth. I know he went down with them, but this looks time. It's just going to be mediocre. It's going to be mid-table finish at this rate. And what pains me to say this is that Sunderland wanted that derby more. They wanted that more than us. Because we were not up for it for the second half.
I think they are occupied with what's happening at home, to be fair.
You want Southgate as manager still?
Oh, fucking hell.
He's not even paying attention.
Listen, I can't hear you now. I'm literally here.
I mean, and as well, I said to Jason and Chip as before, and people in the chat, when Man United sacked Amrin, they were on the same points as us, and I think they were just below us on goal difference. Now look where they are. 3rd in the Premier League, flying under Carrick, and where are we? 12th. 12th. And we haven't even gone any further. So it just proves that trying to be clever and sticking with the same manager doesn't always work.
Again, you'll have people coming out and saying, "I'll give him the transfer window, get some new players in."
I don't want him on the transfer window.
Fuck that.
He fucked the last one up.
Exactly.
Deserve another penny.
When we've been linked with players like Solanke, he'll want Trafford again. Is that what we want? Is that what we need? No.
Well, now it's Liam Delap.
Oh, yeah. He's been a flop at Chelsea. I was down there at Stamford Bridge. He had one chance, which was saved by Ramsdale. But other than that, he was absolutely honking.
Peter wants Melly in
Oh,
the summer, man.
Oh, fuck off, Mason.
No,
He's
Peter,
shite.
no, Peter rates him. Peter
No, I
rates
did
him,
not
that's the
rate
thing.
him.
Yes, you do.
When did I say I rated him?
You must have times.
No.
Mason
Pete
wants to
rates
land
him.
as a war boy. Did anyone say
Pete
Paul?
ra-
Did anyone say Paul?
He done a
Grant
watch
did
along.
watch along today.
What?
Paul Grant did a watch along for the match today. There was about 5 people watching that.
Oh, Gallant, yeah.
I'm guessing you were one of them chippers.
No.
You were
I just seen
fucking
it. I
liar.
just seen it go up on YouTube. I was like, nah.
Well, yeah. This is,
I'm surprised you weren't watching Mason with one of your fake accounts.
I watched
No,
about 3 minutes
at
of
the
it.
Fiji
Well,
kid.
it's just before the second half kicked off, and all I heard was, "All right, here we go for the second half," and I'm like, "Yep, I'm off. Bye."
Chippers, you should have asked the guy with him.
He's a boring bastard, like anyhow, isn't he?
But what? This season's been terrible.
Oh, he's live now, Gallant.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sunday after the game, gutted.
Gutted, more like
Glad
fucking
if you're watching
raging.
this, mate. Hop on.
I'm fucking
3 weeks
raging.
ago, I've got my own version of Open Glow running right on top.
What?
I mean,
Is he on drugs?
what kind of channel is he supposed to be? It's either a fucking music channel, a football channel, a fucking Bitcoin fucking channel, financial channel.
You'll have
I
to
wouldn't want
ask him.
financial advice from him, that's for sure.
You'll have to ask his.
Fucking Skeletor.
You'll have to ask. You'll have to ask his AI Gemma.
Skeletor. It's a bit harsh on Skeletor, that.
Hmm.
He's had 99 views for his watch along.
God.
Fucking hell.
99.
He's got 19 watching his Sunday after the game, gutted.
He's got 99 followers and they're all bots.
Oh, he's out and about walking.
Oh, it's
Probably looking for a horse to wank.
Looks like somebody's camping out.
all Mason's watching it.
Fuck's sake. Yeah.
He says it looks like somebody's camping out. Maybe anyhow.
Right, love. Do you mind if I share something? This is that about the Worcester situation. If it comes,
Yeah.
right. That's what. What do you make of that? Since I sung it up, but what do you make of that?
No.
And that's definitely Worcester's Instagram. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Is he a national teammate though?
No,
No,
that's the
No.
DE. That's the DE.
probably plays for Holland.
Aye,
Hang on,
so-
Beyonce
Aye,
is there.
Pete.
On Sinclair there saying like and subscribe my channel. What's going on?
Oh, wait, Peter showing the messages
What?
of John.
No, that's a group chat. I mean,
Oh,
What group chat's that, Pete?
Let's go, man.
it's called. Oh, there's a few in there.
Why is Sinclair in there, is he?
Yeah, there's a few.
is there any
in
women?
there.
Is there any women in it?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Can
know.
you look at us in that group, Pete?
What?
Any women called Caitlin in there?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, our new fans in.
You should play that clip again, G. Just have a laugh.
No. It's fuck.
Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Oh no! That is the most.
Oh, Paul, turn that off. I'm getting a headache after that now.
That's got to be the most cringiest pickup line ever. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Sound like John. He sounds like John Sinclair, eh?
Looks like he should be on Doc Justice.
See him. He's out and about.
Isn't that on Pret
Look at the
Our
fucking state of it.
It's even
Right,
worse
now,
when John did that. Hello, ladies, on the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Hello, Kit Kat.
Shove a fucking Kit Kat chunky up his arse sideways.
And two escorts.
What's he on?
What the fuck is he on? Is he... But he slated fucking TTR, didn't he? Gallant.
Ah, he called him out.
What's Jim's taking?
He's heading for the daffodils.
Roll on.
There you go.
Mason in the private.
But considering Sunderland had players out though, Pete, we should not have been losing to that team.
Exactly. They've had players missing as well. The keeper, as you said, the first choice keeper was missing.
Yeah.
Ballard wasn't playing.
Ballard wasn't playing.
We probably wouldn't have scored that first goal had their proper keeper been playing.
Again, and why are we playing older players every time? We could add the back four of Tino, Chow, Botman, Hall that we had against Chelsea. Oh no, Eddie Howe, let's keep playing Trippier, let's keep playing Dan Burn.
He dropped Chow because of his mistakes apparently in Barcelona.
But hold on, you can't put it just down to Tim. Did Burn make a mistake?
Yeah, exactly. And
did Trippier get ripped? Did Trippier give away the penalty? Yes.
And for the first goal as well.
Yes. Again, you can't single one player out for that. And again, Trippier and Bird, they've got the pace of a snail now. They're too slow.
They're his favourites, so Pete, that's the problem.
Exactly. And I will be extremely furious if Trippier is offered a new contract.
Apparently he wants Trippier on a new deal in the summer.
Oh, sorry, he's done. Get him gone. The legs have gone. His set pieces are awful now.
He's going to make sure he gets all of his favourites back on new deals on the contract. So that'd be Shaw,
Get them rid of.
Cripps, Ruddy, Gillespie.
This is where Ross Wilson needs to come out and says, right, these are not staying. These are going. If Eddie doesn't like it, tough shit.
Well, hopefully Eddie's gone by then.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully he's gone tonight or tomorrow because he shouldn't be here anymore now. He should be gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't know. The owners could be having discussions now. They could be having, or they might have a meeting later on.
Somebody said for him, he was probably getting his head chopped off by the owners.
Oh.
If he's not under pressure after that result, then I'm afraid it just shows our owners have got no balls.
You can't.
Look at if we had Unai Emery here, we wouldn't have got beat today.
The fact is, people keep going on about the past. He's got us a Carabao Cup. He's got us 2 Champions League finishes. That's not this season. That's not this season. That the Carabao Cup was last season, and the Champions League finish were last season, and a few years ago before that. Those are in the history books now. But some of these happy clappers are just too glued to it.
One of them Sharks kick at in York.
Yeah.
Craig Hope's gone in quite brutal bit there. He's gone in. Newcastle could have done with a cage to contain Brian Brotherly. But then again, it's their own defenders who need locking up. In fact, chuck the entire midfield in there as well if you can find it.
Again, why is Eddie playing Voldemort in centre midfielder? Again, why are we still playing Trippier and Burn? Why not people? Why? Those questions need to be asked.
I thought Voldemort did pretty well in the first half when he fought a quick thinking, got the assist for the goal.
But you know that position just doesn't work for him. We bought him in as a striker to score goals. He hasn't. His last league goal was against Chelsea.
12 Premier League games without a goal.
Again, because Eddie takes him out as striker, knocks him into midfield.
Seven goals, 3 assists in 27 appearances.
I've just seen enough. This will hurt for some time. It'll not just hurt maybe a day or two. This will hurt for some time.
Well, this national break doesn't help, but at least these 3
No.
weeks coming up.
And again, will anything be changed? Probably not, if he's
No.
still here.
Probably see the same lineup named for the Palace game. If not,
So
he'll see it as a reason to bring Pope in. Oh,
I just
Ramsdale
hope you are
featured for
thinking about
England.
getting rid of Eddie. I really do hope they're thinking about getting rid of him.
I'm constantly refreshing Twitter just to see breaking news.
If we don't replace him in the summer, the majority of them players will fuck off in the summer. Simple as.
Right, Magpie Media on Twitter, he's put out his player ratings. So this is his player ratings as follows. Ramsdale, 5, not at fault. Trippier, 5, why sub him?
Trippier 5.
Why take him
finished.
off?
He's terrible.
Oh.
Finished. Set pieces were crap.
Botman, 4, crocked again, shock. No, you got
Boot it in the head.
Burn, 3, some fucking leader.
He's
4, a rare off day.
Paul was pretty good, I thought.
I thought he played well. Ramsey, 4, tried but poor. Joe Linton, 4, passionate but powder puff. Voldemort, 5, not a midfielder. Alanga, 3, another false dawn. Barnes, 2, poor and predictable. Gordon, 6, the only good performer.
Good performer, but he was fucking wasteful in the second half.
Chow,
He was all
4. Staff to drop. Livramento, 1, sell him tomorrow.
Oh, I disagree with that. I think
Exactly.
I think again, Tino must be pissed off he's not ahead of Trippier.
Willock, 4, no real impact. Murphy, 2, some fucking leader. Basula, 4, let him start. Wissa, 1.
When he come on.
Wissa, 1, demote him to the under 18s. Howe, 0, please resign amicably.
I agree with the last one.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody put Botman crocked again. He got kicked in the fucking face, man, you dopey twat. Exactly.
Guess what, right? Someone's just put in the TTR group, right, of Steve Bruce's last full season compared to where we are now. We got 45 points in 38 games. We've got 42 off 31. So we're not far off it.
We've spoken to Sky Eddie how he says we have to do better. We can't use that as an excuse.
Well, how many times, Eddie, have you had a chance to try and put this right? And we're still where we're still at the same place. We might get a good result, but then it's about 2-3 steps back again. That's the problem. Well, I want to get your thoughts on our second goal that was chalked off. That wasn't given. Was it? Do you think it was the right one, Cole? Because I've not seen it properly yet.
Yeah, it was offside.
Murphy was to blame for that.
So it was the right decision to not give our second goal.
Even the commentators saying that goal would have stood if Murphy wasn't there.
Have you seen the thingy from that? One of Tindle's people, family.
What?
That's here, not Tindle.
What's been said?
Well, I don't know if people are saying it's his daughter. It is his daughter. I thought it was his missus.
Go on, read it out. Let's hear what it says.
Losing the Sunderland hurts, especially on a day we should have been about to give the rivals. No one is pretending that result is acceptable. The players know that better than anyone. But what's not acceptable is turning on our own. The group of players have given everything for this club week in, week out, but out there competing against across multiple competitions with a squad that simply doesn't have the depth of some of the teams we're up against. Fatigue is real, pressure is real, and still they show up and fight for the badge every single time. It's easy to forget just how far this team has taken us to progress, the pride, the nights we've all celebrating together. That didn't happen by accident. It came from this group, this manager, this effort. Fans can be fickle in moments like this, but we're supposed to be better than that. Behind every family and the coach is a family who sees the abuse, reads the comments and feels it too. That's not what supporting this club should look like. We can be disappointed, we can demand better, but we don't tear down our own. We stand behind this team always. And that's come from Jason Tindle's daughter.
That's just delusional, that. That's just absolutely delusional, that, completely.
There's Steve Bruce's last season in charge.
Finished 12th on 45 points.
Yep.
12
I've got
wins.
12 wins stands now. So we need 3 more draws in the last 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
This is Eddie Howe's current. Nearly identical. This is Eddie's worst season in charge of the club.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
112, drawn 6, lost 12. Yep.
To Bruce's 112, drawn 9, lost 17.
Mm-hmm.
We could end up matching that compared to how the rest of the season goes.
Probably will.
Easy could well and truly
Again,
do this,
people
really.
just say, oh no, but you can't compare the two.
You can.
Can't, because considering Bruce had a worse squad. And he's a worse
There you
manager, supposedly.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And he had a Joe Linton as a striker.
Yeah, we've got a striker in midfield this time, not the other way around. Not a midfielder as a striker.
Apparently, the Premier League are now investigating the racial abuse towards Gertrude from Sunderland.
Gertrude Bell.
Who was the one who was supposed to be got Liverpool in January?
Howe saying he's not walking away from the club anytime soon, maybe even angrier.
He's got to go after the like.
He's got to go.
He's got to go after today.
Did you stay to clap them around, Pete? Or did
No,
you...
I didn't. Did you think they deserved our applause after that?
No.
No way.
I bet those people stayed behind and clapped them, was it?
There's a video just put out saying that the Gallagate were all in applause for the team.
Mason was going, Caitlin.
And have you
play
seen
that
Eddie
again,
Howe's
Jason?
defended Visser as well?
He was waving a flag saying, "Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind."
Eddie Howe's defended Visser as well after the result against Man U, and they said, Chelsea, when he didn't appear in the photograph. And he said, "There's nothing in that." He says he was on the toilet at the time.
No, he was having a shit.
So why couldn't he? So they could have waited till he come out the toilet, couldn't, and had the photograph. So
You can't shit.
I think it's more of that than Eddie Howe's letting on.
Mason was there with the flag on saying, she's a bloke.
You should play that again, Jason.
No, I've had more depressing. Today's been depressing more, and I'm not wanting that played again.
Mason, you walked into it. The thing is, Jason's got it saved. So he could have
Go on, Jason, put it on.
No.
Oh, you again.
Oh,
You've got the volume off, Jason, on YouTube, so.
Keep it off.
Fizz Brown.
Where's Brown? No.
Fizz Brown.
Who's that?
Of Corey.
No.
You didn't even know who Fizz Brown was, you twat.
Because I don't watch Corey and Mong.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Shut the fuck up.
Who?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Charlie, your mother does.
Jenner.
He's got to look her up.
Exactly.
I hope it's after the certain thing happens. Hope it's not midway through.
I wouldn't mind it.
He's a bloke.
He's a bloke.
You should have.
Oh no! No! This is so worse. Oh god!
I don't like
Joy. Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, but he's playing it again. Caitlyn Jenner.
He's got to look her up.
I hope it's after a certain thing happens. Hope it's not midway through.
I wouldn't mind the 10.
It's just the I wouldn't mind.
No, he's gone. He's gone. Oh no! Oh god!
Caitlin's in the chat.
Aye, Lee.
Says,
That's
Mason,
lit.
my balls are sucking down to my ankles when you're going to
Oh,
release them.
ugh.
Aye, that's Lee. That's Lee. That's Lee.
Oh,
She's a
I
pro.
mean, you can't say anything because you were supposed to be going on a date with fucking Sophie.
But there was a difference.
Aye, whatever.
Generally was.
Hey, I've seen a couple of lesbians today.
It's a shame you don't fancy them.
How can I have every cousin's aunties?
Because you fancy Caitlin Jenner instead.
The chick with a dick. Oh, he's lost it now.
oh my god, fuck. Oh my god.
That's what
Yes.
Mason likes, a chick with a dick.
Was David there picking his nose?
No, I didn't see him.
Darren, was he as deluded as ever?
Didn't see him.
I didn't.
Huh. It's going to be interesting to see what he sees. Put the fucking game.
You know it is.
Oh, you're having a laugh, ain't you?
What?
That happy clapper Dan Langley that I shared in the group.
Was he not a keeper, like a reserve keeper at our club one time?
No, it's different.
Well, that exact post that I posted, I put in the group. Sinclair's gone and reposted it.
Oh.
Considering
Yeah.
he didn't turn up for the
Aye.
game. Considering he didn't turn up for the game, the day the knob.
He was probably watching the Celtic.
Probably.
Basically, you have to enter the front door thing.
No.
That's his.
Oh, yeah, John's put his thing on it. He says,
Oh.
I like Eddie, matey, but if I'm really being honest, I think he'll be gone at the end of the season. Yesterday's performance was absolutely pathetic and unacceptable. My choice, if he was to be moved on, would be Fabregas from Como.
I'm surprised he doesn't want fucking Amrud. Amrud or Ten Hag?
Royce weighed in as well and went, get a grip and have a word with yourself.
Who's that?
What did you?
To Dan Langley.
Oh,
Somebody went, 6-1 shot, 6-1 Karabag, and he gives Shahar 10 minutes. That move alone disqualify him as a fair, competent favouritism manager. Royce says many more. Asula past season when we were 3 up or 2 up and never gave him a sniff. He's not an elite manager. He's just a coach who has £750 million to spend.
I seen what John's put on his steer. So he's put 2 pro goals yet again against the bang average Sunderland side. I'm keeping it real here.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
What he's put that in brackets? I'm keeping it real here. What's he on about?
Keeping it real, my guy.
Who does he think he is? Ali G.
Next I'm going to hear him break out the West Side.
Nah, Johnny will probably want fucking Amrud is the manager. What's it want to do my Mick? At least not like
Yeah, Mason's just a squirter from the back end.
Oh. God.
Mason was good when he found out Ella Murphy was pregnant.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, you told me you liked her.
I didn't.
You said on a video you'd spend the night with her.
I
Yeah,
don't know what the fuck to
twice.
say.
Yeah, but
Twice.
twice. You've done 2 separate videos. Said you spend the night with her. Next minute, she's pregnant. Mason.
He's probably bald deep.
Oh my god.
Well, he can't be ball deep in Caitlin. She's probably ball deep in him.
Do you know what, right? Alex off True Faith has put this as well. Right? He's put this on X.
Oh, he's a happy clapper.
No, he's not. Believe
Is he
me,
not?
what he said. He's just put cowards, sideways and backwards. Dan Burns screaming at his teammates to slow it down to walking pace. Safe and pathetic. Cowardly tactics in both derbies. Cowardly performance. Underdogs FC. Cowards. But this is the thing, right? 2 people in the comments have put this, and I'm not going to name who they are. They've put, "I'm angry, frustrated, effed off on so many levels. But you are pathetic in your relentless negativity. I'm highly emotive right now, and my anger may be misplaced, but you are a huge part of the problem we faced in this season." And then someone else has put, "It's such a shame. Howe will now be hounded out like Sir Bobby Robson. PSR will have won, and the Super League 6 will rejoice. In 12 months' time, Carragher will be standing in front of his big screen asking, why did we let Eddie go while smirking? Enjoy the next Graham Souness." Really? He spent £250 million last summer.
Everyone's saying that he wasn't backed. He spent over 700 mil on players.
Mm-hmm. Pete, are you doing your show tonight?
No, I think it's going to be tomorrow. And it's so.
And I don't think anyone's going to be doing one tonight. I'll be sick.
But, well, yeah, that was just utter horse shit.
Going to go to a derby next season, Pete?
well, probably, yeah.
Did you see the fights outside the stadium?
No, I didn't see those, no.
Mason's disappeared. I wonder where he's off to.
I hope the person who's needed CPR is okay, though, Pete.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully wish all them all the best as well.
Mason, man, you can't keep popping on like that. You remind us of the Teletubbies when the bully
Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies.
Time for Tubby Nowhere.
Just wait for it to go. Tubby.
Want some tubby custard?
Oh, God.
Would you like some tubby custard?
Naughty Nunu.
I mean, Toys just said something about the fang and CPR, and you turned on like that and I laughed, and you probably thought I was laughing at that one. I was just laughing at you.
Supposedly, it's a Sunderland fan that's in a coma.
They are, Mason.
Oh, God.
Just for you.
As Mason rises up from behind the hills.
Yes, there's Mason coming up. Are you ready? There you go. You ready? Yeah, for Mason standing up in a minute.
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play.
Go.
1, 2,
There's Mason jumped up.
Oh, God.
4.
Mason with his mates.
Mason's hot and that.
Oh, my God.
They are That's Mason Farm.
Oh, my God.
There you are, mate.
Mason.
Okay, now. Oh, you got to laugh, haven't you?
Wait,
Hey?
wait till the Friday night show now. Wait till the Friday night show now. Pete's going to get sent a picture of Mason being the son in Teletubbies.
Oh, God.
Tinky Winky.
Oh, God.
Speaking of Tinky Winkies, Kieran Jenner's Tinky Winky.
Oh, God.
Fucking hell. Oh,
Listen, don't go that close to the camera.
Fuck's sake.
I'll show you a better picture after.
Oh, my God.
God, here we go.
Oh, no, he's going to show his arse off. No.
Oh, no. That's a full moon.
Mate,
Oh, God. That's a full moon, that son.
At least it isn't his Tinky Winky.
glad you didn't fart there, Mason.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
listen, you've got spots all over your bum.
He's been getting ravaged up there.
Oh.
Well, if you get a pen and do the dot to dot on his arse, you'd probably do a portrait of Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, God.
Mason's battered my artificial clitoris.
Oh.
Oh, God.
At least my arse isn't like Chipper's. His Chipper's fucking heavy.
So
Chipper's
hot.
arse is fucking heavy.
I can't be asked to shave it.
Get your mum to.
No.
What do you want to get his ass out to his mum?
Sometimes I wipe with my weaver.
What? You get your mum to wipe your arse for you?
Well, obviously, sometimes I didn't wipe.
Oh, I was going to say.
It's in your head now, isn't it?
Tinky Winky, Mason. La, la.
God.
What are you doing? You got me full screen.
You should do the full scale shit. Let's just here's what he does, just to see what he does.
No, you don't want to.
You got any more rants, Pete, or not?
No, I'll have to get the fan reaction sorted out at some point.
I bet that's going to be clever, isn't it? I bet that's entertaining, is it?
I've got a few today. I've got a few ones for today.
Did you get any fan reactions?
Yeah. That's what I'll need to put.
Oh,
up as
Mason,
well.
how could you?
Oh, God. Oh, Mason, how could you? Mason gave my dog crabs.
Did he? Well, the women's team's playing new, aren't they?
Yeah, 5 o'clock kickoff.
I'm watching the Carabao Cup.
Nice.
Lawrence has probably gone to that game, has he?
Probably.
I put
Hopefully that's more entertaining than bloody...
to win that.
What channel's the Carabao Cup? Is it on ITV?
Sky. Yeah, it's on ITV as well. Yeah.
So I'm watching it on main event.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I might shoot off now. I might
I'm
get
watching.
short.
I ain't got real close to that anyway. So yeah.
No worries.
Where can we find you, Pete?
Penny Proudlock. I'll have the fan reactions out hopefully at some point today, and tomorrow will be our full match review and player rating show. So it's going to be probably the end of the spicy review, but fuck me, I'm still fuming after that, and I'll probably will be tomorrow as well.
Cool.
What's Mason? Oh God, I'm worried. Mason's got his coat or something there. I'm getting worried.
Yeah, there's a good picture coming in the group chat, so have a look at this. You'll enjoy this one.
Is it male or female?
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Okay.
God.
Jump on over, give Pete a sub, follow, like.
Mason's the sunshine in
everything
there.
else.
Well, and cheers, guys.
Catch you later.
Cheers,
Do
now.
you like it, Mason?
See you later.
Yeah.
Tony, where can we find you?
Where can you find me? At home.
In that mansion, in the pool behind you where you just had a piss in.
Yeah, no, I've got a pool behind me. I'm going to jump in that after this.
Was that Michael Barrymore's house?
He likes a pool party, doesn't he?
There's not a floater in there, is there?
Oh, fuck.
Shit, sorry.
Newcastle 0-0 at the minute anyway. With Palace.
And we'll watch play that on. Have a wank. I mean, watch.
Well, at least that may be better to watch than the fucking match earlier.
Yeah. I bet Mason's got to watch it.
No, I'm not watching it.
I mean, if we win that game, we go third above Palace, and then we'll be like 2 points behind Birmingham. So yeah, you can find me on my newly renamed channel now called Groundhopper Diaries. I was at a great game yesterday, so if you want to watch some great goals, go and give that a watch, and some dodgy goalkeeping as well. You give that Sunderland keeper a run for his money, that's for sure. Yeah, so that's where you find me, Groundhopper Diaries. I used to be Footy Channel Groundhopper, but obviously I changed it because it was too many letters, too many words, and it was easier to cut it down and make it cleaner and smoother. So that's easier to find now. And just go and have a look. I've got some good stuff on there, and plenty more to come between now and the end of the season. So if you haven't looked at any of my stuff, go and have a look and see what you think, and drop a like on them maybe, and drop a comment as well if you want. I always answer back to my comments anyway, so so yeah, go and have a look. Thanks for having me on, Jay.
Right, no worries. Go head over to Tony's channel, give him a sub, give him a like, and watch him steal all the burgers.
Yeah.
Take some better pictures of the bloody burgers as well.
Well, I think I got a better picture yesterday of the burger, so I hope so anyway.
Ooh, where was that at?
The Mackhams have put out a statement about the racist abuse by the Brew.
Have they?
Aye.
Right, I'll see you all later, guys.
Cool. Catch you later.
What do you see there? Still alive?
Hi.
Oh.
Oh, fuck off, man.
Wait, I'm going to shoot. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, cool. Call it close.
Sophie.
You can catch Mason over on Pete's channel as well, so you haven't got that far to travel for to see his ass.
Oh, fuck off, Jason. See you later, mate.
Catch you later. Right, so there you go. That's a lot longer than what I would have expected, but you know what? Fuck it. Needed it. Eddie Howe needs to go. Eddie Howe needs to be out. I need to see. I'm constantly refreshing Twitter, hoping that to see that he's been sacked. No doubt Stoddle's going to get done, but Eddie Howe out. Get him gone now. Piss off Eddie Howe. Get out the goddamn club. You can take Tindle with you. You can take Dan Burn, Trippier, and all your other favourites with you. Fuck off out the club completely. I'm done with you. You need to be gone. You're a clueless, fucking brainless idiot that does not deserve to be manager of this club anymore. But, guys, that is going to be it. You've sat around for 2 hours, 45 minutes. Very long stream, that one. But, do hit a thumbs up on the channel. Do subscribe if you're new. Hit notification bell as well so that you don't miss any future videos. International break coming up, so I'm not sure what to do for content because I can't be asked to do England content because for me, internationals are boring unless it's the actual tournament. So I'll probably go around try and find some bloopers and do a couple of blooper shows. Other than that, yeah, check me out on X at Away Mags TV, and you'll find out what I'm going to be doing in future videos, hopefully on there. Drop us a follow, I'll follow you back. But other than that, yeah, share it around. Get other people to come along. Get other people to drop a sub as well. So close to getting to triple figures for the 100 subs. Last time I checked, it was on 91 subs. So we're out of the 80s at long last after a season-long spell in the 80s. Into the 90s, so close to 100. But weekend's been ruined. Eddie Howe is to blame. Eddie Howe out. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know you won't, but, try and enjoy it. And I'll catch you soon. Take care, guys.